Hello, Mid-Michigan, and welcome back to high school football on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 24 hours ago or so, we were on the airways. 23 hours ago, as it was Beal City Ithaca. What a game that was. What a performance from the Beal City Aggies, besting the Yellow Jackets 39-8. But today's game, this evening's game, just as big. It is win and in for Sacred Heart Academy in the Division 8 11-man playoffs. What an accomplishment that would be your first year back in the 11-man playoffs. You get back to the playoffs and overcoming a bunch of injuries. Nate Seiler is out. Hank McDonald is out. Maxim Boykin Lynch is out. So some of the top players for the Irish are out, but they have battled to a 4-4 record. And if they are victorious here this evening, they will be in the Division 8 playoffs and could have a matchup with the Beal City Aggies, who moved to 9-0 last night, besting the aforementioned Ithaca Yellow Jackets. This is the Woods Household Appliance pregame show, coming to you live from the Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Also, much love going out to Bill's Custom Fab. We talk about the Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game throughout the night. Our Weefrich Financial, Zaid Batchelder, baller of the game, the Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game, and all of that fun stuff. But it is big time here this Saturday evening. Yeah, CMU might be going on. Michigan State might be kicking off in a little bit, but the Mid-Michigan Sports Network is locked into Sacred Heart Academy football as they look to lock up a playoff berth their first year back in 11-man football action. We're going to take a break here on our Woods Household Appliance pregame show. When we come back and talk about some of the starters, some of the new faces, you're going to be hearing some new names that you maybe didn't hear earlier this year, as it's now the JV and varsity combined with all the injuries that have piled up for the Irish. We'll be back with more Woods Household pregame show right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary, he can be yours too.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes. Bogwai Banga and Bradley on Main Street in Mount Pleasant provides uncompromising integrity when providing tax and accounting services to individuals and small businesses in the Mid-Michigan area. Bogwai Banga and Bradley has an expert CPA ready to help you, whether you're an individual that needs help with taxes or a business that needs help with, well, just about everything. Bogwai Banga and Bradley is a leader in the community and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Visit them online at bwbpc.com or stop into their office on Main Street in downtown Mount Pleasant. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Martinez Lawn Care, just like our local football teams, can keep your yard looking good deep into fall, and we all know winter is coming. Call now to get on their snow plowing schedule. Find Martinez Lawn Care on Facebook or call them at 989-317-5536. Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance Group is Mid-Michigan's #1 team for protecting what matters most to you. Home, auto, life, farm, business. They offer a wide variety of coverage at affordable rates with the customer service of a best friend. Visit Brickner and Buckner Farm Bureau Insurance Group on Pickard Road or visit them online at bricknerbunkerinsurance.com. Welcome back to the Woods Household pregame show here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. As that pregame clock counts down, let me thank some more of our great sponsors. Clark Modular Homes, Brad Malley Well Drilling, and Malley Construction. I'm with J&J Auto, Blockco Pools and Spas. Tom Winsky Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Revic, Mount Pleasant Automotive, along with Bryce Updegraff, Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman, and Associates. And so looking at things from last night, only the Shepherd Blue Jays of our 6 ultra-local teams will not be in the playoffs. If they would have won last night, they would have been in. They were up 20-7 with 4 minutes left to go, but a big shout-out to Grayling as they battled back and were able to nab the victory away from the Shepherd Blue Jays, knocking them out of the Division V playoffs. But the Oilers are in. Pioneers are in. The Aggies are in. The Yellow Jackets are in. Sacred Heart Academy wants to join the playoff party. And, oh, boy, if they do win, it could be Beale City, Sacred Heart next week. What a special matchup that would be. Beale City would be big favorites in that game, but just everybody from these communities would absolutely love for that matchup to be back, and in particular the first year with Sacred Heart Academy back in 11-man football. And myself and Adam Gursky were just talking. If you're the seniors out there for Sacred Heart Academy, I'm talking Brody Collin, I'm talking Nico Vasquez, Tegan Duffy, Brendan Irvin, along with Caleb Strauch. If you win here today, you get to have another football game. If you don't win here today, that's it. You're never going to be playing football again. I think Strauch, Irvin, Duffy, Vasquez, and Collin, if any one of them want to try and play a sport at the next level, I think they do have the opportunity to. But basketball and baseball, you might be able to toss the old baseball around with the kid here and there. You might be able to find some buddies to play a pickup game of basketball. But when it comes to high school football, after that, it's it. Unless you're going on to that college level, you're not finding 22 guys to go put on helmets and pads, come on out there and play on a Saturday. Yes, this guy barely able to get up for a round of golf even these days. And so that is what's on the line tonight for those 5 seniors. Brody Collin, Nico Vasquez, Tegan Duffy, Brendan Irvin, and Caleb Strauch. Expect to see maximum effort from those youngsters tonight. But as I said, the injury bug has riddled this Irish team. I mentioned Seiler being out. I mentioned Maxim Boykin Lynch being out. I mentioned Hank McDonald being out. Martin Ha also out as well. So you lose some of your best offensive linemen, some of your best defensive players, your quarterback, one of your most electric running backs with Maxim Boykin Lynch. So in my opinion, big low today is going to be on the senior running back Tegan Duffy. If he is able to produce, which he does just about every game, they should be in good shape, meaning the Irish. Lake City comes in at 1-7, but playing the Highland Conference have really only lost to some tough opponents, and this is also their last game for every one of the seniors that they've got out there as I start to kind of count things up on that roster. And they didn't look like they had a very big roster out there, but now as I'm looking at things, Lake City's got a ton of seniors. Jeremiah King, Robert Root, Samuel Rem, Drake Swanson, Sean Fox, Tyler Davis, Ashton Potts, Caleb Phillips, Blake Van Dyke, Brody Musselman, Weston Tormolin, Cash Bridson, and Adrian Schichtel. And so, yeah, there is a lot of 12 seniors that I counted up there for Lake City. And so this will be those guys' last game unless they are going to play at the next level, because they will not be in the MHSA playoffs. They already know that this is their last game. This is Super Bowl. And so if you are the Irish, you better be ready as you see Strauch and Brendan Irvin coming out right now with the American flags as the Irish get ready to take on the Trojans. It's week 9. It's already playoff football for the Irish because they have to win to get in. We'll be back with more Woods Household pregame show right after this here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com. Visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant. Call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Imagine a home that reflects your style. With WW Construction, that dream will become a reality. As a trusted Mid-Michigan builder, WW Construction specializes in builds and remodels that turn ordinary spaces into extraordinary ones. Join the growing family of homeowners who trust WW Construction for quality and craftsmanship. Call WW Construction today at 989-621-2722 to make your dreams a reality. Obviously, the national anthem. Why I didn't hear your boy there. Always make the joke that will be the best experience you will have of this broadcast. Your boy was on mute there for a couple seconds, but we are ready to go. Sacred Heart Academy, playoff trip on the line. And it'd be a tough matchup if they do get back into that D8 playoffs, which is going to be loaded. The favorites in that Division 8 playoff are going to be the Beale City Aggies locally. But then you've also got Harbor Beach, who absolutely blasted the defending D7 state champion Millington last night, sending a big, big statement a la the Aggies as they blasted Ithaca. On the other side of the bracket, Hudson is going to be the big favorite to make it back to Ford Field. But the defending champion Irish, well, as old Ric Flair said, you gotta, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And so somebody knocks off the Aggies. They are the defending state champions, and I will call them the favorites, and the Irish would love to get their shot, and that's what could happen if they are victorious here tonight. The old snooze to you, week 8.5 predictions has that as the current matchup. And looking at things, bracket-wise or region-wise, that probably will be the matchup if the Irish are victorious here today. We are set to go. It'll be Adrian Manny kicking things off for the Irish. Back deep to receive for the Trojans, Jeremiah King here to the near side. It will be Mr. King picking it up at the 20-yard line. Runs it right towards the middle of the field. Now he's going to turn it back to the near side. Leland Martinez there to bring down the returner at the 31-yard line. That is where Lake City will take over for their first possession. I'm going to say it a ton. If the Irish win, they are in. I expect these guys to be absolutely locked in out there. And as I mentioned, Junior Martin Ha being out, he is actually out there suited up. That is a big, big deal to have the junior back for Sacred Heart Academy along that defensive line. With Levi Lynch, Brendan Irvin, Caleb Strauch, and I'll see kind of lined up on the line to the far side. A little bit more of a linebacker is going to be Leland Martinez. Full house backfield, two fullbacks in front of the quarterback and running back. They hand it off. Big running room on the far side. Breaking a couple tackles is the ball carrier. Big time run out there for Sean Fox, the senior. And as you heard me say it, this is the last game for Sean Fox unless he's playing at the next level, which I don't imagine so when you got a 1-9, Division VI football team. But Eli Ciccelli at quarterback. Nice job running the show there, handing it off to Sean Fox as he found big room. And so you've got two big fullbacks up in front of the quarterback on each side, and then you've got the running back lined up deep. Run up the middle. Fox has got room again. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 6 or 7. So a nice start here for Lake City. And if you're Sacred Heart Academy against this 1-7 football team, you don't want to let them come down here and get a touchdown to give themselves some confidence. But again, against team running the football, that's where you really, really miss a guy like Hank McDonald, Maxim Boykin Lynch, along with Mr. Nate Seiler in the middle at linebacker. Lined up at middle linebacker is Joey Andres for the Irish. Run all the way for the quarterback to the far side. Same formation. Can be very close to first down yardage. So it's a pistol formation right now from Lake City, but up in front of the quarterback on each side, there is a big lineman, almost like having two more guards lined up behind the guards in the backfield. That will be good for first down yardage. So 3 plays, 2 first downs for Lake City. They started at their own 31. They're now at the Irish 43-yard line. Whole lot of real estate covered on the first few plays by Lake City. Shout out to Bryce Updegraff, Joe Wentworth, Palladium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. Here's that formation again with, I'll just call it, 2 big bruising fullbacks lined up behind the offensive line. Then behind them, you've got the quarterback and the running back. Run all the way once again for Fox. There's Levi Lynch. There's Joey Andre. The big hit on the ball carrier. Little J&J Auto Collision report. But it'll still be a solid, positive game, though, if you are Lake City. With the Trojans keeping the ball on the ground. 10:28 left to go here in quarter number 1. We are scoreless. The Irish, the Trojans. Sacred Heart Academy wins. They are in the MHSAA D8 playoffs. If you look at the playoff point summary right now, it has them, 36-37. But if they were able to get this win, it would push them up to 26 playoff points, which would have them at 29, 30, 31 or so. It would knock Petersburg, Summerfield out of the playoffs. Now they move the 2 big guards here to the near side, and they're going to run that way with Fox. He's got a big hole. He's going to be close to first down yardage as he gets inside the 35. They're going to say he got down to the 31. It is a first down. 5 plays, 3 first downs. The Trojans are doing a great job right now of using their size to move the ball down the football field. You have a lot of credit to head coach Grant Cortman right now. I don't know if this is the formation they've been trying to run all year, but they're taking advantage of the big bodies that they have, and they're able to move the football down the field right now. 56 and 65, it looks like, or 65 and 66, Caleb Phillips and Blake Van Dyke that are lined up in the backfield. They faked the handoff. It's going to be a run all the way this time for Ciccelli. He's going to pick up a solid gain down to the 25-yard line. So right now it's been Ciccelli, it's been Fox on this drive exclusively. They've been able to move down the field. Give a lot of credit to Caleb Phillips and Blake Van Dyke, another pair of seniors lined up in that backfield that are creating some space. They're doing a good job getting those big bodies out in front of the ball carrier. And up to the line is the center, Hunter Atkins, the junior. Sophomore quarterback, Eli Ciccelli. Back in that formation, the pistol, 2 fullbacks, big fullbacks in front of him. Hand off to Fox once again. He's blasted out there by Joey Andre. Brendan Irvin might have also got a hold of him. We've got the 8th play of the drive coming up. This is the first 3rd down they might have even faced. Been 3 first downs picked up on this drive for Lake City that started at their own 31. Now moved it just outside of the red zone of Sacred Heart Academy. They're at the 26-yard line. 3rd down and 5. And with the way Lake City's ran the football, this will be 4-down territory for the Trojans here. If they're not able to pick it up on this 3rd down, they're definitely going to go for it. Then back to the line. Phillips, Van Dyke lined up in the backfield on either side of the quarterback. Fox lined up behind the quarterback, Ciccelli. It's going to be a run all the way for Ciccelli with a host of lead blockers out there. They're going to bring him down before he gets to the first down. Getting to him initially was Cruz Cotter. Cotter didn't bring him down, but he slowed down the ball carrier to allow his teammates to come in and stop the quarterback for no gain. 9th play of the drive coming up. It's going to bring up 4th down in a long 4, maybe 5 here. Big play early in this game coming up. Will Lake City be able to convert? Or will Sacred Heart turn the Trojans away at the 25-yard line? 7:25 left first quarter. First drive of the game. Here we go. Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game type stuff right here as we come up with this 4th down play early. Same formation we've seen pretty much the entire drive. Ciccelli in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Fox, trying to find room on the far side. He won't get there! Joey Andre in on the play. Also helping him clean it up was Levi Lynch. And so on the 9th play of the drive, it's going to be a turnover on downs as they get the 4th down and 4 stop. We remain scoreless. Sacred Heart Academy will take over. What a big-time play there for the Irish. It looked like Lake City was going to march right down the field and score with that goofy formation, but maybe the Irish have now got things figured out. They'll take over at their own 23-yard line, and this will be my first look at the quarterback, Jackson Moore, who I know has got a whole lot of speed out there, but I don't know if he's got the gun that Nate Seiler had. It's going to be 5 wide for Jackson Moore. Up back is going to be Tegan Duffy to his right. Now there's a man in motion. They fake the handoff. Moore looks to pour it up the middle. He's going to be tackled just outside the 25-yard line. So a freshman Moore with the carry. Yes, that is a freshman quarterback in there for Sacred Heart Academy. All-sports superstar, Mr. Nate Seiler, out with the injury for the year. So Hank McDonald also out for the year. He said he'll be back in December. 3 wide to the near side for Jackson Moore. 1 wide to the far side for Jackson Moore. It's the freshman Kyvan Rose. Now they set a man in motion that way. Moore looks to his right, looks to his left. Waiting for the snap. Now he takes it. He drops back. He wants to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket to the far side. It's going to be caught right over the middle. Bringing it in is going to be Mark Karimi. It'll be first down yardage for the Irish on the completion. So the Irish pick up the first down. Now got it right at the 40-yard line or the 39. Halfway through the first quarter, we are still scoreless. The Trojans marched it right down the field, but then the Irish turned them away on 4th down just outside of the red zone. Jackson Moore is back in the shotgun with 2 wide split to each side. Tegan Duffy kind of lined up at a tight end position to the left of Moore. They send a man in motion. They fake it to Kyvan Rose. Moore's looking for room up the middle. There's not a lot there. It's going to be brought down by Cash Bridson and several other Lake City Trojans. Coming back out, back in with the play is Jackson Moore. We've got a 2nd down and 7 coming up for Sacred Heart Academy here. Three running backs in the backfield for Jackson Moore. They get set with that T formation behind the quarterback. Handoff. A lot of space out there. I believe that was Andre on the carry. Enjoy it. Oh, pardon me, it's going to be Brody Collin, they say? Is that number 1 or number 4 that got up out of that pile? Looked like 4. It was Andre. Solid gain there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Irish. Moore coming out, coming back in with the play. Same formation here as they look to pick up the short 3rd down. Hand it off, trying to find some room on the far side is Duffy. He's got first down yardage, carries tacklers with him into Lake City territory. That'll be the 5th play of the drive. 2 first downs now picked up for Jackson Moore and the Irish. Freshman quarterback looking solid running the show. He's completed a pass for a first down. Nice job handing it off there to Tegan Duffy. You think about the quarterback when they don't throw the football, are things easy? No, they are not. You still got to take the handoff. You still have to have your steps. You still have to have all of your timing down. Jackson Moore, the freshman, looking really solid right now. I'm going to stay with the 3 running backs in the backfield. So Lynch, Andre, along with Duffy. Or they fake it one way, now go off to the opposite side to Duffy. They were ready for it that time. Hunter Atkins, along with Cash Britson, in on the play there for Lake City. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long here for the Irish. Nice job by the Trojans, stymieing things up that time. Caleb Strout, Walt McDonald, Martin Ha, Brendan Irvin across that offensive line for the Irish. Out there at a tight end position, you've also got Cruz Cotter as well. Same formation here with that T. Lynch, Andre, and Duffy in the backfield. Moore takes the snap, hand it off. Andre with the carry there. Andre's the carry there. He's going to pick up 4 or 5. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 here. You're definitely in 4-down territory if you're the Irish here on 3rd down. You've got 2 plays to pick up 7 yards here. I know Jackson Moore's got a lot of speed. See if you maybe roll him out here with a fake in this formation. Try and find somebody. You got Leland Martinez, the tight end on the far side of the field. A great option to throw the football to. Moore goes under center. He takes a snap. It is a fake. They're rolling out that way. Andres is open. He's got it caught. It's a 1st down for the Irish. Big time play there. 1st down and 10 now for the Irish, just outside the 30-yard line of Lake City. 2:20 on the clock, and it continues to move as both teams have kept the ball on the ground, or when they've gone to the air, Jackson Moore has completed both of his passes. Freshman looking very impressive out here. It's our first look at him replacing the injured Nate Seiler. Seiler's been out for several games, but our first time seeing the Irish shorthanded at quarterback. Well, they're not looking very shorthanded as Moore has been solid. Moore in the gun. He hands this one off. It's Andres with the carry again. He's going to pour it inside the 30-yard line. Not a lot of running room out there for the junior, but he does a great job carrying tacklers with them, keeping those feet moving forward. It's going to end up being a gain of 4.5, maybe 5. 1:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Things are rolling. Coming back in with the play is Jackson Moore. Freshman Walt McDonald at center, snapping it to the freshman Jackson Moore. Also got the freshman tight end out there, Leland Martinez. A very, very young Irish team. If they win, they are in the playoffs. Hand this one off to Tegan Duffy, one of the experienced seniors on this team. He's going to have the 1st down. Tough running out there for Tegan Duffy. That is the 9th play of the drive for the Irish again. The old Spockman math might be off by a play or 2. That is the 4th 1st down for the Irish. Covering a whole lot of real estate out there. Brought to you by Bryce Updegraff, Joe Wentworth, Praedom Realty, Rob, and Stressman and Associates. As this will be the 10th play of the drive coming up. It started at the Irish 23-yard line. Joey Andres tying a shoe out there. They're staying with that formation. Levi Lynch has been a great lead blocker. We'll see if he's going to maybe get a carry at some point out of this formation. Back there with Duffy and Andres. Will be Andres with the carry once again. It's a great job running through a couple arm tackles. He's down to the 12-yard line. 11th play of the drive coming up here for Sacred Heart Academy. You had a 9-play drive from Lake City that started this game. They were turned away just outside the red zone by the Irish on a 4th down and 4. Clock continues to move. We might have one more play here before the end of the first quarter. Again, both these teams keeping the ball on the ground. A couple times that Jackson Moore has gone to the air, it has been a completion. They come back out in that T formation that's been very, very successful on this drive. He'll take the snap as the clock runs out. Counter play as they go to Duffy to the far side. Gets out of way from one man. And another dives to the end zone, waiting for the signal. He's in! Touchdown! Tegan Duffy from 13 yards out on the 11th play of the drive. The Irish go up 6-0. Duffy with the 13-yard touchdown run to get the Irish on the board at the end of the first quarter. So we will do the extra point, and then we will send it out to a break. But a big-time run there from Tegan Duffy out there for the extra point is going to be the freshman Adrian Manny. Big-time response there by the Irish. You were starting to wonder, is Lake City going to be able to out-physical the Irish as they were able to run the ball a little bit? Then the Irish comes out in that T formation and absolutely pounds the rock all the way down the field. They send Martinez in motion, maybe ready for some type of fake. The kick from Manny is up and good. 7-0 Irish with the lead. Back with a second quarter right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary. He can be yours too.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher Day or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 7-0 Irish with the lead as we start quarter number 2. Kicking things off is going to be Mr. Adrian Manny for the Irish. Thanks to some of our great sponsors. ENS Graphics, Mount Pleasant Automotive, Bryce Up the Ref, Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robbins Dressman and Associates, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Konwinski Construction, Blockco Pools and Spas, J&J Auto along with Martinez Lawn Care, Bogwai, Benga, and Bradley, Powell Frame and Collision, Dick Silva Auto Sales, Brickner and Bunker Insurance Group, Block Electric, The Diner, WW Construction, All Seasons Fireworks, Pure Plumbing, Hanging by a Thread, and GNS Mechanical. Lake City getting their second possession here. They marched it right down the field, but then got shut down as soon as they got just outside the red zone for Sacred Heart. Big hole up the middle on the return. There's Joey Andres to bring him down. That was Tristan Silvers with the run back right there. He had some space up the middle. Good job closing that door. If Andres doesn't bring him down, going to the end zone might have been Tristan Silvers. Eli Ciccelli back out there at quarterback. Sean Fox back out there at running back. You had the two big fullbacks, I'm just going to keep calling them, Caleb Phillips and Blake Van Dyke. They were lined up right in between the guard tackle, a couple yards behind him. It will not be that formation here for Lake City. I'm surprised it was very successful. They've now got two wide, two tight ends, and a running back in the pistol formation. Man in motion is going to get the handoff on the jet sweep. He's going to be brought down by Martin Ha in the backfield. Ha got a hold of him and would not let him go anywhere. Great play defensively by the Irish. And I must say, I'm a little surprised. You had some success kind of going with the power run game if you're Lake City. You come out, and now you try a jet sweep, kind of playing to the strengths of Sacred Heart Academy and with that speed. Big Brendan Irvin coming out of the game. Replacing him is going to be Zach Simon, the sophomore. Those replacement parts, those substitutions brought to you by Mount Pleasant Automotive. You need replacement parts for your vehicle just like these coaches need replacement parts on the football field. Mount Pleasant Automotive can get you hooked up. Same look, pistol formation, couple tight ends, couple wide receivers, and one running back in the backfield with the quarterback Ciccelli. It's Sean Fox. They send a man in motion to the near side. It's Silvers. They're going to pitch it to the near side. Fox has got to turn it back inside. He's got big room across the 50. Turns on the Jets at the 40, the 30. He's going to go all the way to the house. Sean Fox with the 61-yard touchdown run on the second play of the drive. What an answer from Lake City. And I've said it, if you're the Irish, you win and in. But if you are Sean Fox, this is the last football game you'll ever play. And so what an explosive run there for the senior as he takes it to the house for the touchdown. Lake City comes out for the extra point to try and tie this one up with 10:49 left to go in the second quarter. What an answer there from Lake City. I was giving them a little bit of guff for coming out in a different formation. The jet sweep didn't really seem to go anywhere, but then, oh boy, after you show the jet sweep, you run it up the middle, and it was a big-time hole for Sean Fox. Lake City's going to go for two and try and take the lead. Oh boy, turns this into a much bigger play than you thought it'd be early in this one. They send a man in motion to the far side. They fake it. It's a run all the way. They're going to throw it to the end zone. It's incomplete. It was actually a different quarterback out there. It was Robert Root throwing the football. It goes incomplete. 10:49 left to go second quarter. The two-point attempt is no good. They don't try and tie the game here. So the Irish remain in front 7-6 with 10:49 left to go second quarter. Just sent it to a break moments ago, so we'll keep it right here. The Oilers are in. The Pioneers are in. The Aggies are in. The Yellow Jackets are in. Sacred Heart Academy trying to crash that party with some of their other local schools. Shout out to a great season to Coach Angel and the crew from the Shepherd Blue Jays. They fell just short last night. 21-20. They fell to Grayling, and that knocked them out of the Division V MHSA playoffs. Nico Vasquez, along with Kyvan Rose, back deep to receive the kick from the Trojans of Lake City. 7-6 our score. Just when it seemed like the Irish might take control of this one, the Trojans answer with a huge play. 61-yard touchdown from Sean Fox. So those are the motivations I'm thinking about with this game. With the seniors for Sacred Heart, you have to win this game to get yourself another game. But if you're Lake City and those seniors, there's also that desperation as well because, well, this is your last game no matter what happens. Here comes the kick. It's going to be fielded by Kyvan Rose on the run at the 15-yard line. Tries to get away from a man, but he will not be able to. Excellent tackle in the open field coming from Mr. Logan Foltz. So Sacred Heart Academy right back out offensively. It was just 2 plays for Lake City. Before that, it was an 11-play drive that took 7:06 off of the first quarter for Sacred Heart Academy. The Irish looking to the sideline for the play. It looks like the senior Brody Collins is going to bring it in. And as I say that, it actually is going to be the senior Brody Collin lined up in the Wildcat formation. Jackson Moore not out there at quarterback. Man in motion, we've got some flags coming down. I think somebody moved early for the Irish. That's going to back them up 5 yards. And so now in the backfield, it looks like you're going to have 3 seniors with Brody Collin, Nico Vasquez, and Tegan Duffy. Collin to the sideline to get the play. The Irish went right down the field and scored. You had a couple completions out there from Jackson Moore as well, but the Irish showing a bit of a different package here to start this next drive with Brody Collin lined up at quarterback. Again, in the backfield with him is Tegan Duffy. Here to the near side, you got Martinez. You have got Joey Andres along with Nico Vasquez all lined up. They fake it one way. Now they look to go the other way. Collin wants to throw it downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Foltz. He's going to return it down to the 18-yard line. What a play from Foltz, as it's going to be an INT for Lake City. And now the Trojans have got all the momentum off of the interception. Just a great play right there. That play was designed to show one way, go back the other way for Brody Collin as he made the throw. It was an excellent play defensively from Foltz to jump that one. And now Lake City is in business. Kind of lost the momentum after you didn't get the 2-point conversion. Now after the interception, you take over at the Sacred Heart Academy 17-yard line. What a big-time play from Logan Foltz. You think about that Zaid Batchelder baller of the game and our Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game. That's everything right now. Same pistol look that we saw last drive. They want to throw it downfield. It's a different quarterback out there as well now, too. It's going to be complete. Caught for a touchdown by Tristan Silvers, and it's the senior Robert Root who is now out there at quarterback instead of Eli Ciccelli. It's a touchdown, and just like that, Lake City takes the lead 12-7. What a turn of events there. Get the interception from Fultz, and then right after that, you turn around, you get the TD Root to Silvers. We'll see if they go for two here to try and make it 14-7. It will be Root lined up at quarterback. In the backfield with them is Fox. One wide receiver split out to each side. They remain in that pistol formation. We've got a timeout on the field coming from Lake City. And we'll keep things right here as after this timeout, we'll have another short break via the kickoff as well. What a turn of events here in the last couple minutes. The Irish went down and scored after getting a turnover on downs from the Trojans, so it was 7-0. Second play from scrimmage for Lake City on that next drive is a 61-yard touchdown run. They don't get the two-point conversion, and so Miss Momentum kind of still wearing the red, the green, I should say, as you've got the red and the black for Lake City. But then on the first play of the drive, you throw an interception, and then the first play of the drive after the INT for Lake City goes for a touchdown. Root to Silvers. Our score, Lake City 12, the Irish 7. Lake City's back out there for the two-point conversion with the senior Robert Root at quarterback. Lined up in the backfield with senior Sean Fox. Man in motion, they fake the handoff. Root runs it up the middle. I think he got in waiting for the signal. The two-point conversion is good. 14-7. Lake City goes up. We're going to take a break. Be back with more Irish football right after this. They got to win to get in. They now got to come back as they trail 14-7 in the second quarter. Back with more football right after this. Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com. Visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant. Call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
14-7, Lake City in front of Sacred Heart Academy. The Irish got to win to get into the MHSAA playoffs. Kickoff's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line by Kyvan Rose. Finds some room here on the near side. Now tries to cut it back in at the 25. Will be brought down to the 26-yard line. You can notice a little bit of swagger now in the step of the white jerseys with the red helmets out there, as it's Lake City in the red helmets with the white jerseys. It's the Irish in the all red out there. 10:20 left to go in our second quarter. The Irish will take over at their own 26-yard line. Last three plays from scrimmage has been a touchdown run for Lake City, an interception for Sacred Heart, and a touchdown throw for Lake City. It is 14-7. Brody Collin remains in at quarterback for the Irish. He's in the shotgun. Now going to be a run all the way for Tegan Duffy on the direct snap. He's not going to go anywhere. Excellent job by the defensive front of Lake City that time. They've got some big bodies out there. Talking about DJ Kell, Hunter Atkins. I've called Cash Bridson's name a couple times as well. Also out there on that defensive line is Blake Van Dyke. 2nd down and 7, we're going to call it, or a long 6 here. They've got 6 on the scoreboard. Solid spot out there if you're the Irish on that one. Didn't look like you got that much. Clock moving with 9:45 left to go here in quarter number 2. Brody Collin remains out there at quarterback. Lined up to his left is going to be Tegan Duffy. A lot of room to the far side of the field. Direct snap all the way once again for Tegan Duffy. He's across the 35, goes out of bounds at maybe the 36 or 37. It's going to bring up 3rd down and call it 3 or 4 here for the Irish. They're actually going to move the chains here. Another really good spot for the Irish. That one was kind of right here in front of us. It didn't look like he quite got that 1st down, but they will give it to him. 14-7, Lake City in front of Sacred Heart Academy. Up in front of Brody Collin to his right, it's Joey Andres and Nico Vasquez. Now they want to run the counter play. Vasquez has got to cut it back in immediately. There's not much room for him. Looks like they were trying to use that far side of the field to exploit Vasquez's speed. Excellent job from Lake City forcing him back inside. Now going to have an injury timeout on the field. Looks like Nico Vasquez might have got a little hitch in the giddy up out there with an ankle or something like that. Looks like we're going to have a moment to take a commercial break here. As, we never want to show the injured high school player on the field. So we'll be back with more Irish action right after this. They trail 14-7, 2nd down and 6 with 9:20 left to go into the 2nd quarter. As I say that, he's a lot tougher than I am. He just kind of comes up and starts kind of jumping his way off the field and gets a clap from everybody here. So we will not send it to a break. I'll thank some more of our great sponsors. Kenneth Egger, DDS, the Fisher Company, Central Concrete, Central Asphalt, and Fisher Transportation, Gross Farms, and Brad Gross Electric. Big congratulations to Brad Gross, Beal City, 9-0 on the regular season. That is pretty special. Big shout out to Coach McIntyre and the crew here from Mount Pleasant as well, as they also finished 9-0 on the year. Also, much love to Schaefer's Bait and Sporting Goods, almost up north, Stitches for Britches, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Boomer's Lawn Care, Barry Funeral Home, Dog Central, Sydney's Judge's Bench, the Beale City Village Store, Smith & Sons, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, the Isabella Community Sportsplex, again, and the Dance Again, Dress Consignment Shop in Wademan. Back out there at quarterback is the freshman Jackson Moore on this 2nd down play. They're back in the T formation. They hand it off, trying to find some room, is Tegan Duffy. He's got it across the 50-yard line. Big-time block out there by Caleb Strauch, blocking his lineman about 15, 20 yards downfield. What a play from Caleb Strauch, because he just mowed that would-be tackler all the way downfield. 8:49 left to go, 2nd quarter. 14-7, Lake City with the lead. The Irish have got to win to get into the D8 MHSAA playoffs. T formation, Levi Lynch in the middle. To his right is Joey Andres. To his left is Tegan Duffy as Jackson Moore goes under center. Tight formation at the line as well for the Irish. Here to the near side, it's the tight end, Leland Martinez. Going to hand this one off to Andres all the way. He's going to get down to the 39-yard line. 2nd down coming up here. 6th play of the drive. The Irish have picked up 2 first downs that started at their own 26-yard line. Strauch, Irvin, McDonald doing a great job along that offensive line for the Irish. Along with Caden Hovey as well. And back up to the line. 2nd down and 8 from the 41. Moore kind of holds for a second as they get up to the line and get set. Duffy's going to get inside the 40-yard line before he's going to be brought down. It's going to bring up 3rd down. This would definitely be 4-down territory here for Sacred Heart Academy. I say that all the time. What I mean by that is you're going to go for it on 4th down. There's not really any point of punting, and you'd have to have a superstar field goal kicker to come in and boot one this far. Jackson Moore is quickly in with the play here on 3rd down 5. And I said it again, when he's been getting set, they've been waiting for a second. I'm kind of waiting for that quick snap from the Irish. Maybe it'll occur here on this play. Jackson Moore makes sure everybody's set. He goes under center. Just kind of wait for everybody to be set again. He's going to hand this one off. It's Duffy. Duffy's got to turn it inside. He's going to be brought down right at where 40 is written on the field. It's going to be, call it the 37-38. It will bring up 4th down here. They're not going to give him a good spot out there as well. We're going to call it 4th down and 5, maybe 4th down and 4 here. We had a big 4th down early in the game when Lake City was turned away. If the Trojans are able to turn away the Irish here, this is going to be monster momentum-wise for the Trojans. Here we go, same T formation. Jackson Moore has completed 2 passes. I don't think Coach Wheaton will be afraid to go to the air here. Trojans come up with another defensive lineman to try and stuff the middle. Moore steps out. Now he steps back in, ready to go. He wants to throw. He's looking downfield. He's flush from the pocket. He slings it up, trying to get his feet down. It will be a catch. What a play from Joey Andres. Completed at the 33-yard line, just where they needed to go for the first down. And give a ton of credit to the freshman quarterback, showing some moxie as he rolled out and kind of held it on the sideline for a minute. It looked like he was going to have to run the football, but then as he rolled out to the right, he was able to kind of buy himself just another moment or two as the Irish are quickly back up to the line in the same formation. Moore set, ready to go. It's going to be run all the way for Andres. He's got to bounce this one to the inside. Now he cuts it back inside. We've got a late flag coming in. It's going to be a hold. This one is going to back up Sacred Heart Academy. I'll tell you what, this has been a very clean first half. There has not been a lot of flags thrown out there on either side. Matter of fact, this might be the first flag going against Sacred Heart Academy, but it will be a hold. And with the offense that Sacred Heart has been running, putting them 10 yards behind the sticks here, that's going to be a big deal. 14-7, Lake City leads Sacred Heart Academy here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. If the Irish win, they are in the MHSAA playoffs. Lake City, they're 1-7 on the year. This is their last game no matter what. But yeah, you tell that to the 12 seniors they've got on this team. This is your last football game ever. They are playing like it. 1st down and 20. Jackson Moore coming out, T formation behind him. Lined up at tight end to the near side is Leland Martinez. Moore's going to hand this one up to Levi Lynch up the middle. They've been waiting to run that play, and Lynch is going to take advantage of it as he gets inside the 30-yard line. That's a big-time pickup there for the Irish on what I'm going to call the 9th play of the drive. Again, might be off by a play or 2 there, but that is going to make it pretty much 2nd down and 8. And so it's like you only got a 2-yard gain. Big-time effort there from Levi Lynch. He probably should have been brought down after a gain of maybe 5 or 6, but he's going to turn it into a 12-yard gain. The Irish now have it at the 30-yard line of Lake City, 2nd down and 8, as we go under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Gates Drilling and Service halftime report coming right up. A very quick-moving first half between these two clubs, as the Trojans and the Irish have both wanted to keep the ball on the ground, and they've been able to do so. We've seen a 9-play drive from the Trojans, an 11-play drive from the Irish, and then some quick strikes from Lake City. Now this will be the 10th play of the drive or so coming up for the Irish on 2nd down and 8 from the 30. Clock stopped for a moment ago. It's actually going to be a timeout coming from the Irish. I really like this timeout here if I'm Coach Wheaton. And again, if I was a football coach, I would be terrible. I would get smoked all the time. But my game plan right now, if I'm Coach Wheaton, is to call 2 plays here. You run, and they're both going to be runs. You're going to call 1 play, and then as soon as you run it, you run right back up to the line on 3rd down if you don't pick up that 1st down and maybe try and catch Lake City off guard. You know we're coming to you live from our Barberry Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report coming right up. Our Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game. It's got to be the 61-yard touchdown run from Sean Fox. Hopefully an Irish player is going to do something to take over those accolades. And we got our Bird All-American Grill postgame show coming up at this one. We'll call it a little bit of a playoff preview, as I'll talk a little bit about what I expect to see from some of our teams in the first round of the playoffs. Score updates, well, we everybody played last night. Brought to you by Clark Modular Homes, Brad Malley Well Drilling, and Malley Construction. We'll be talking about those a lot this week, and we'll say our playoff update tomorrow, where we're going to tell you who is playing where after the MHSA selection show. We'll say that's brought to you by our friends Brad Malley Well Drilling, Malley Construction, and Clark Modular Homes. And you tuned into the Woods Household Appliance pregame show, best seat in the house. I'm going to say we got it right up here in the box. Maybe Larry Perry down there in the end zone controlling everything for Sacred Heart Academy. Here comes the second down play. It's a throw for Jackson Moore. He's looking for Martinez long. It's caught. Touchdown! Leland Martinez. He went up and absolutely mossed the defender at the 5-yard line and carried a would-be tackler with him into the end zone. Yes, that is a freshman to another freshman. Moore to Martinez for the TD. There is our Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game on the leaping catch from Leland Martinez. What a play. Jackson Moore saw he had the one-on-one. It might have even been 2-on-1, but Martinez went up above both defenders to make the catch. What a play. The extra point is up and good to tie this game at 14 apiece. What a response from the Irish. It looked like maybe momentum was going to start to wear the red and the black, but oh no, the red and the green come back with a big-time response. Jackson Moore to Leland Martinez. Freshman to freshman connection for the TD. We're tied at 14 apiece with 4:51 left to go in our second quarter, and it looks like they're kind of hustling out there pretty fast for the kickoff, and so I'll continue to get some more of our sponsor reads in here. Well, I'll make the joke that Sacred Heart Academy passing offense is pretty hot out there. I feel like every time Moore has gone to the air, he's throwing a completion, but once he might be 3 for 4 now, the TD, and so the Irish passing game, the Irish offense, hot as a Blocko jacuzzi out there, and jacuzzi would not sound bad after this game, and still waiting for Martin Hahn, a little bit of J&J Auto Collision report out there, but I'm pretty sure that young man will provide it. Also, much love, Weber Brothers Sawmill. Timber of the game got to be going to Caleb Strout from what we saw from him earlier, and what we just saw from Jackson Moore, our Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist of the game, is he gave his boy Martinez a chance to go up and get it, and go up and get it. He did. What a catch. What a little run there from the freshman carrying a tackler to the end zone. We're tied at 14 with 4:51 left to go in the second quarter. Here comes the kickoff from Manny. It's going to take a bounce. It's actually going to go out of bounds just in between the 20 and the 15. If for the Irish, what you want to have happen there is that ball to stay in bounds. We saw that happen to the Ithaca Yellow Jackets last night. So they waited for it to bounce out of bounds. They eventually had to pick it up and were down, tackled at the 1-yard line. So it'll be great field position for Lake City starting over. Lake City's first possession was a 9-play drive that was ultimately a turnover on downs. Their next possession was a 61-yard touchdown run. Their next possession started at the Sacred Heart Academy 17-yard line. It was just one play and a touchdown throw from Root to Silvers. 4:51 left to go first half. The Irish will get the ball to start the second half. You get the feeling they get a stop here, maybe even score again, or at least go in a halftime 14-14. They're going to be feeling really good. But if you're Lake City and you can score here, you're a 1-7 team that's going to have momentum going into halftime. Sean Fox looking for some room. There's a little J&J Auto Collision report from Mr. Brendan Irvin out there as he brings down the ball carrier. We'll see where the spot is. It might end up being an okay gain for Lake City. They're going to give them 3.5 or 4. Both teams still have 2 timeouts remaining with 4.5 left to go here in quarter number 2. Second down and 7 for Lake City. It's Irvin, Lynch, Strauch, Walter McDonald, Leland Martinez across that defensive front right now for the Irish. Pistol formation for the quarterback Root. Lined up behind him is Sean Fox. They fake the jet sweep. Now they want to throw under pressure right away. Thrown out into no man's land. The quarterback is going to be belted. Leland Martinez and Levi Lynch having a quarterback sandwich. much to the dismay of the senior Robert Root. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. I'm really surprised we saw Lake City go to the air there. They've been the only 3 yards on a cloud of dust, and it's been working for them so far. 3rd down and 7. We have not seen either team punt it yet here in this ball game. We've had a turnover on downs and an INT. Other than that, 4 touchdowns on in the drives. Nico Vasquez checking out, Tegan Duffy checking in. Also in the defensive backfield is Jackson Moore, Kyvan Rose, and Mark Karimi. At linebacker out there, you've got Mr. Joey Andres and Cruz Cotter. Timeout coming from Lake City. We'll take this timeout. 4 minutes left to go. A big 3rd down coming up for the Trojans right after this.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Blackhole Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blackhole Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams. 3rd down and 7 for Lake City. In the shotgun, or in the pistol, is the senior Robert Root. Lined up behind him, Sean Fox. He's had a great first half at running back. They want to throw it all the way. Pass is tipped. It's intercepted by Cruz Cotter inside the 30-yard line. Tipped by Levi Lynch. Intercepted by Cruz Cotter. 1st down and 10 for the Irish at the Lake City 26-yard line. Miss momentum. Now dressed in a green and red dress. Not a red and black dress as the Irish get the interception. Big time play out there. Levi Lynch with the tip, with the interception, Mr. Cruz Cotter. 1st and 10 for SHA at the 26-yard line of Lake City. We've got 3:55 left in the first half until our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. A very goofy formation here for Sacred Heart Academy, to say the least. Lake City doesn't really know how to adjust to it right now either. They sent a man in motion. That's Tegan Duffy. They're going to snap it. They're going to fake it. They want to throw wide open downfield. It's Vasquez. Touchdown. Irish own the trick formation. They go up 20-14. It's Jackson Moore, the freshman, with his 2nd touchdown toss of the 2nd quarter. This one to the senior, Nico Vasquez, and the Irish are now rolling, heating up like a block code jacuzzi. It is 20-14 Irish in front with 3:49 left to go. They have scored 2 touchdowns in just a matter of a minute and a half or so, as Martinez took in the TD. Then on the 3rd play of the last drive from Lake City, Cruz Cotter got the interception. Then on the 1st play of this drive, Jackson Moore to Nico Vasquez on a little bit of trickery with the formation. 21-14, the Irish in front. If you're Lake City coming out of a timeout, that is not what you wanted to have happen, as the INT. Then the very next play for the Irish is a touchdown. What a response from Sacred Heart Academy. After they went down 14-7, they now lead at 21-14 with 3:49 left in the 2nd quarter. Back with more Irish football right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7, and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Clark Modular Homes in Mount Pleasant are a one-stop shop from the buy, the build, and beyond with their fantastic service department. Stop in to see their selection and purchase options today on Pickard Road or visit them online at modularhomesbyclark.com. Clark Modular Homes, supporting Mid-Michigan youth in and out of the classroom. Welcome back to our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. 21-14, the Irish up just like that. Here comes the squib kick. It's going to be fielded at the 24-yard line. Silver's trying to find some room to the near side. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by Levi Lynch. 3:44 left to go in quarter number 2. Lake City will take over at the Sacred Heart Academy 34-yard line. This will be Lake City's 5th possession of the game. And a pair of touchdowns, then a turnover on downs, and an INT the last drive. Irish will get the ball to start the second half. So if you're Lake City, very, very important to put something together here. Last thing you want to do is give the Irish time to score again here in the first half. Fake handoff, Root looking to throw. He's under pressure, one-on-one coverage. Karimi Silvers, it's going to be incomplete. Nice job staying step for step with the wide receiver from the junior defensive back, Mark Karimi. 3:39 left to go in quarter number 2. 21-14, the Irish ahead. They win. They are in the MHSA playoffs. I'll say to Adam Gursky, it didn't seem like they were playing like it at first, but after they got down 14-7, you could start to see the urgency out there from the Irish football players. They now have the 21-14 lead. Robert Root in the shotgun. He's going to hand this one off all the way. There's Levi Lynch to bring down the ball carrier. Levi Lynch having an excellent first half so far. It's now going to bring up 3rd down and long for Lake City. And Lake City's had momentum from a couple big plays. It was a 61-yard touchdown run from Sean Fox, an interception from Foltz, and then it was a touchdown from Root to Silvers. Since then, it's been all Irish. Martinez TD, the Cotter interception, then the Vasquez TD. Both those aforementioned TDs tossed by the freshman Jackson Moore. Pistol formation, 3rd down and 11. 3 minutes left to go, quarter number 2. Going to be a false start called against Lake City. That's going to make it 3rd down and 16. And we've still yet to see a punt here in the first half from either team. But if you're Lake City, you might be backing yourselves up enough now to where you will have to punt this one away. We'll see what happens on this 3rd down play. Man came in formation to the near side. Then the wide receiver on the near side, Jeremiah King, started to go as well, thus the false start. 3rd and 16 from the own 28-yard line. That's what Lake City's dealing with here. Michigan State getting ready to kick off here in just a little bit. Maybe give you an update or two on that one. I'll check what happened with Central Michigan here in just a little bit as well. But as I told you, it's all about the Irish football today here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, as if they win, they are in. Man in motion, they fake it to him. Now rolling out to the right is the quarterback. It's going to be overthrown for Tristan Silvers. It goes out of bounds. Karimi would have been there anyways with the coverage. It wouldn't have been a first down, but it might have made it a 4th and 8 if that was completed, but it's now a definite punting situation here for Lake City. And if you're the Irish, you still have 2 timeouts. You still have 2:51 left to work with here in the second quarter. You're not thinking about going into halftime. You're thinking about getting another score before halftime to really take control of this football game. It'll be Tristan Silvers back there to punt it away. Back deep to receive the punt is Mr. Brody Collin. Good snap. Really high punt. What a punt from Silvers. Fair catch called for by Collin just inside his 40-yard line. That's where he will bring it in. The Irish are going to take over up 21-14. They have all the momentum right now. If you can get a touchdown here, go up 2 scores, know you get the ball coming out in the third quarter, that'll really change the mood of all the coaches at halftime. It's 21-14. the freshman Jackson Moore comes in with the play. He has been very, very impressive from his quarterback position. 2 touchdown tosses and just been running the show very, very well. As you think about that Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, Jackson Moore got his fingerprints all over this victory. He's going to run this one up the middle. He's got big-time running room across the 40. Cuts it back, and there goes the freshman Jackson Moore, trying to chase him down and doing so at the 10-yard line. Great hustle from Sean Fox. But the freshman Jackson Moore continues to dazzle as he's got the big run there deep into Lake City territory. And as I said, you get that other TD to go up 2 scores going into the half. Oh, boy. And Jackson Moore starting to look like our Zaid Batchelder baller of the game. The freshman, woo, he has been legit. The one INT thrown by Sacred Heart Academy was not thrown by him either, as it was Brody Collin in at quarterback trying to roll out to the far side to make a play. One wide receiver split out to the far side is Nico Vasquez. Tegan Duffy lined up to the left of Jackson Moore. Freshman quarterback sends Karimi in motion. They fake the handoff to Karimi. They go to Duffy on a little misdirection. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish, just like that. Woo! Their last 3 drives have all ended in touchdowns. To make it 14-14, it was a 10-play drive. Then it was a 1-play passing drive as Moore hit Vasquez to get into the end zone. And then it's just 2 plays here as Duffy takes it into the end zone for the TD. The Irish with all the momentum right now. Up 2 scores, 2:01 left to go in the second quarter. And the way your offense and defense have been working the last couple minutes of your Sacred Heart, maybe you think about, well, let's get another score out there. Extra point is up and good, 28-14. The Irish in front with 2:01 left to go here in quarter number 2. We'll take a break and be back with the rest of this first half. Irish up 28-14 on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant.
Jenna Gates
and Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Welcome back to the Mid-Michigan Sports Network in our Barbary Law Studios, built by Conwinski Construction. Well, at one point, the 2-point conversion was good. 10-20 left to go in the second quarter. Lake City was up 14-7 in this one in the second quarter. The Irish have turned this one around very, very quickly. 28-14 the score. Here comes another squib kick. It's going to bounce off of Silver's chest. He does a great job of wrangling it in. Now he turns it up the middle. He's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line by Leland Martinez. And so if you're Lake City, I don't even know what type of mindset you're now in at this point. You come out, it's your last football game for these seniors. You go up 14-7. You start to think, hey, my last football game, I got a chance to go out with a win, maybe knock a team out of the playoffs. And then just like that, Sacred Heart Academy comes back, kind of punches you in the mouth, and now you're down 28-14. How will this Trojans squad respond? 2 wide, pistol look for the quarterback, Robert Root. Lined up behind him is Sean Fox. Man in motion to the near side is Tristan Silvers. They want to throw. It's going to be a shovel pass to the tight end. He's going to be hit hard by Levi Lynch. Joey Andres and Leland Martinez also helping bring down the receiver. Trying the misdirection there was Lake City. It seemed like it was going to work at first, but it just wasn't a very fast-moving play. So the Irish were able to kind of everybody gang up on the ball carrier and bring him down after a short gain. Man in motion is Silvers once again. Jeremiah King looked like he was jumping off sides. Nico Vasquez pointing that out. 1:28 left to go, second quarter. Gates Drilling and Service halftime report coming right up. I've mentioned it a bunch. The Oilers are in. The Pioneers are in. The Aggies are in. The Yellow Jackets are in. The Irish looking to join that playoff party here in mid-Michigan. The only 6 of our ultra-local teams that we know is not in the playoffs is the Shepherd Blue Jays, as they were bested by Grayling last night. They were up 20-7 late, but Grayling with a great effort coming back to win that game 21-20 to knock the Jays out of playoff contention. Rolling to the near side is Robert Root. He wants to throw it. It's going to be complete for a short gain. Nice job by Nico Vasquez making sure everything stayed in front of him. It was Brody Francisco with the catch there, but the clock continues to move here. The Trojans have 1 timeout remaining. It's 3rd down and 9 just at the 42-yard line, heading towards midfield. Send a man in motion, fake it to him. Now rolling to the far side of the field. Tristan Silvers is going to have the catch for first down yardage. Karimi is going to bring him down. It'll stop the clock for just a moment with first down yardage. We'll see if Lake City is going to try and take a timeout here. Ha coming out of the game. Brennan Irvin checking back in for him. He gets out just in time. Shotgun or pistol look once again. Pressure on the quarterback right away. He throws it. It's going to be complete to the tight end. Great awareness in the backfield. Stripped away and fumbled. Jackson Moore strips the ball carrier. It's recovered by Lake City, but it's just another stat to put in the cap for Jackson Moore as he gets the forced fumble there. Still recovered by Lake City, but Jackson Moore just continues to show how excellent of a football player he is. The freshman just dazzling everywhere, whether it's at quarterback or a safety defensive back position. It's very close to first down yardage. They might actually bring this one out to measure it. And I'm actually like right on the line with it. It is really, really close. I do think it will be a first down, though, for Lake City here with 25 seconds left to go in the first half. And so, Lake City, you're calling in the play right now if you are head coach Cortman. And so as soon as that chain is set, you can be ready to go with the play. And they're going to say that it is short by about 10 chain links, maybe 7-8 inches or so. And so that'll bring up third down now, I believe, for Lake City. Officials making sure the ball is in exactly the right spot out there. And again, Lake City's right up on the line, ready to go. They're going to have to wait for the chain gain to actually get over to the sideline. The white hat telling them, like, hold on, buddy, you got to wait to snap the ball here. 28-14. This is big here if you're Lake City. Has a chance for you to stay in the ball game. You don't want to go into half down 2 touchdowns, giving the ball back to the Irish of Sacred Heart Academy. Root dropping back, looking to throw. Lynch providing pressure. Levi Lynch is going to bring down the quarterback in the backfield. Big time play from Levi Lynch. He's somebody I haven't mentioned, but you think about the Weber brothers sawmill timber of the game. Levi Lynch has made some big plays blocking on the offensive side of the ball and then making some big plays defensively. He had the tip pass that helped force the interception from Cruz Cotter. Now he's able to bring down the quarterback here as well. Timeout from Lake City on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Trojans. They now no longer have any timeouts left, and so if you're Lake City, you either have to have a first down or go to the sideline here. And right now you see the clock ticking down with how much time is left in the timeout. We'll see exactly how much time is on the clock here. I think it was 25 seconds or so when they started that play. But the Irish were down 14-7 with 10:20 left to go in this second quarter, but then it was a 10-play drive. Jackson Moore hitting Leland Martinez for a TD. Then the third play of the next drive for Lake City was a Cruz Cotter interception. Very next play, touchdown throw to Nico Vasquez. Then finally a punt coming from one of these teams. Jackson Moore had a big run on the last drive for Sacred Heart Academy that ended with a Tegan Duffy touchdown. So we got to 28-14 after the Irish trailed 14-7. We've got a flag in the backfield for a hold. Throw was going to be long for everybody. Kyvan Rose was actually the nearest player in all that. I think Caleb Strauch is kind of looking up at the official like, yes, thank you for throwing that flag. Waiting to see exactly what the call is here. And it was a third down play, and so the Irish may be declining it to force a fourth down here with 9 seconds left to go. And the reason why you do that, if you are Coach Wheaton, if it's third down, 9 seconds left to go, Lake City's kind of got a free play, almost the way to look at it. And waiting to see exactly what the situation is. 4th and 7 or 3rd and 17 will be the call. They're actually going to back them up here, I think. And again, that's one of those, it just comes down to where you are on the field. There's 9 seconds left to go. I think what Coach Wheaton is thinking is, even if we got the ball back right now, I'm just going to take a knee and go to halftime. So let's get this team as far away from the end zone as we can. And if he chose to decline it to go to 4th down, I don't think that would have necessarily been a bad decision either. But now it's 3rd down and a mile. And the one thing that we have noticed when Robert Root wants to drop back and throw, Levi Lynch from his defensive tackle position has gotten in there just about every single time. 3rd and 17, 9 seconds left to go. Lynch is in the backfield right away again. It's launched up. It's going to be intercepted by guess who? Jackson Moore. Now the speedy freshman has a chance on the return. Up the sideline he goes. He'll go out of bounds with no time left on the clock. But it's an INT for Jackson Moore to end the first half. I'm waiting. We do have a flag down. Hold on a minute. We do have a flag down. Let's see if that will be the final play of the first half or not. I imagine it will be regardless of what happens here. And it will be an illegal block in the back going against Sacred Heart Academy. The penalty will be declined. That will take us to the half. We'll send it out to a quick break, and I'll be back with our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 28-14, our halftime score. Quickly go over the drive chart here for you. Lake City got the ball to start the game at their own 31-yard line. Looked like they had a great game plan coming out. 9-play drive, got deep into Irish territory, but they turned it over on downs on a 4th down and 4. Joey Andres and a couple Irish with the stop. The Irish got the ball at their own 23-yard line. It was an 11-play drive. They picked up 4 first downs. Tegan Duffy, ultimately rumbled in for a 13-yard touchdown run to put the Irish up 7-0 at the start of the second quarter. On the second play from scrimmage from Lake City's second drive, it was a 61-yard touchdown run from the senior Sean Fox. They went for 2. They didn't get it. Irish stay up 7-6 with 10:49 left to go in the second quarter. On the very first play of the drive, the Irish throw an INT, trying to learn a little trickery with Brody Collin at quarterback. The very next play for Lake City was a touchdown toss from Robert Root to Tristan Silvers. 2-point conversion was good. And so with 10:20 left to go in the second quarter, Lake City was up in this game 14-7. It was kind of uh-oh land for Sacred Heart Academy. But the freshman, Jackson Moore, got the ball at his own 26-yard line with 10:20 left to go in the second quarter and helped lead his team on a 10-play drive that ended with him throwing a touchdown toss to fellow freshman Leland Martinez as Martinez went up and mossed a couple Trojan defenders. That tied the game at 14 apiece. Then on Lake City's ensuing possession, it was 3rd down and long. Cruz Cotter came up with the interception as Levi Lynch got in the face of the quarterback to force an errant throw. The very next play from scrimmage, Jackson Moore connected with Nico Vasquez for a touchdown. The Irish, just like that, are back in front, 21-14. Then Lake City had the first punt of the first half with about 2:50 left to go in the second quarter. Jackson Moore had a huge run on the first play from scrimmage. The second play from scrimmage was Tegan Duffy going in for a touchdown that put the Irish up 28-14 with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Lake City did move the football a little bit, but it was a Levi Lynch sack to really back him up on third down. And then the first half ended with a Jackson Moore interception. Jackson Moore, the freshman quarterback, the front runner for our Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by Weefrich Financial. He has been really good for the Irish. It's time to send it off to This Week in MHSA Sports with John Ross. When we come back, we'll have the second half. The Irish win. They're in the MHSA playoffs, and right now they're up 28-14 against Lake City. Back with the second half right after this.
Jenna Gates.
And Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years. We have all seen this sticker, maybe in Mount Pleasant, Beale City, Ithaca, or Traverse City. There is a reason you see that sticker everywhere. That's because Dick Sova Auto Sales has been selling sharp used cars and trucks for 3 generations. Stop in to see the Sova family in downtown Shepherd for your next low-mileage, immaculate car and see why they're known for over 40 years of fantastic customer service. Or you can view their inventory now at DickSovaAutoSales.com. Dick Sova Auto Sales, selling sharp used cars and trucks and supporting sharp student athletes. Powell Frame and Collision knows we all spend a lot of time looking out the windshield. So if yours gets cracked, dented, damaged, or destroyed, Powell Frame and Collision, along with their expert collision service, now offers expert auto glass replacement. Working with insurance, they can replace all makes and all models, including new advanced driver assistance system windshields. Mention you saw this ad and you can get $100 off of your windshield replacement. Powell Frame and Collision, downtown Shepherd. For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical.
We're less than 2 weeks away from crowning a field hockey champion and from announcing the pairings for the football playoffs. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Most football teams have 2 regular season games left this year before Selection Sunday and the start of the postseason. Let's take you through the next couple of weeks on the gridiron. Sunday, October 26th, is Selection Sunday. The 32 teams with the most playoff points in each of the 8 11-player divisions will be divided into district pairings. In 8-player, the top 16 teams in each of the 2 divisions will qualify for postseason play. The Selection Sunday show will air live on the NFHS network at 5 p.m. 11-player districts start October 31st, as do the 8-player regionals. Staying with 8-player, regional finals will begin November 7th. The semifinals are Saturday, November 15th, and the 8-player finals are Saturday, November 22nd at the Superior Dome in Marquette, and those games will be live on the NFHS network. In 11-player, district finals start November 7th. Regionals will be November 14th and 15th. The 16 semifinals will be played on Saturday, November 22nd, with the finals Friday and Sunday after Thanksgiving at Ford Field. Both days of finals will kick off at 9:30 a.m. The even divisions will play on Friday, the odd divisions will play on Sunday, and all 8 finals will air live on the NFHS network. The NFHS network is your home for the postseason from Selection Sunday to the finals. Sign up and subscribe at nfhsnetwork.com. And to see your team's playoff points and where they rank within their division, check out MHSAA.com and click on football. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Olivet senior golfer Jocelyn Ralston. She captured the first regional golf championship in school history, earning a trip to the state finals in the process. Harper Woods wide receiver Dakota Grant, he had a 99-yard kickoff return for touchdown and caught a touchdown in a 41-32 win over previously unbeaten Saline. And to the Bark River Harris football team, they beat Iron Mountain in Week 2 for the first time in school history, and then beat them again in Week 7, clinching a share of the Western Peninsula Athletic Conference Iron Championship.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
We're on the tennis court today, returning a ball that our opponent has hit. We swing, hitting the ball with the strings and then again with the frame of the racket as our swing continues. The double hit ball goes over the net and bounces past our opponent for a point. Or is it our point? Can you hit the ball twice? You can, if it's all part of one continuous swing. You can hit the ball more than twice even, as long as it's the same swing. You can't intentionally hit the ball twice or hit the ball and then re-hit it. It's illegal if you deliberately catch or carry the ball and then hit it again. But if your double hit is part of one smooth swing, the stroke counts and play continues.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. The inaugural MHSAA Field Hockey Tournament is off and running. The playoffs started with 36 teams and will be down to the final 8 by the end of the week. Those 8 teams will play in the regional finals on October 20th. The semifinals are Wednesday, October 22nd at Ann Arbor Huron High School. Game times are 5 and 7 p.m. And the very first MHSAA Field Hockey Championship will be played Saturday, October 25th at Tom Holzer Field in Northville. The game starts at 11 a.m. Tickets for all of the remaining field hockey playoff games can be purchased at gofan.co. And games can be seen on the NFHS network, including both semifinals and the championship. For scores, updated brackets, tickets, and more, check out the field hockey page at MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7 and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Blockco Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blockco Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Pure sportsmanship is the most important thing in high school sports. When it comes to your home or business, Pure Plumbing just might be the most important thing. If your plumbing isn't pure, don't worry, no one needs to see the other angle. For Pure Plumbing, call 989-644-8928 or visit mipureplumbing.com. Block Electric Company in Wademan has been powering Michigan for over 30 years. There's no job too big or too small for Block Electric Company, like an entire school or something simple at the home, like making sure the outdoor lighting, thermostat, or ceiling fan is installed professionally. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric Company, and go Aggies.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. 28-14, the Irish in front here at the half. They win. They are in next week in the MHSA playoffs and very, very likely could take on the Beale City Aggies. Boy, how fun would that be to renew that rivalry. The very first year, the Irish are back in 11-man football. And again, I'm going to say it. They've lost a bunch of guys this year. So Coach Verlager, or Coach Wheaton, Coach Verlager and the crew, they have done an absolutely fantastic job. Wheaton, Turner, Cole, Mogg, Massey, Sura, Gruce, Wyatt Irvin also helping out on the staff as well, because as I said, they've lost Martin Hoff for part of the year. Maxim Boynton Lynch is out. Nate Seiler is out. Hank McDonald is out. Losing Seiler, McDonald, and Boykin Lynch are losing, and again, do you want to say top 5 players, top 10 players on this team? I don't know, but losing 3 guys when you're a Division VIII 11-man football team, that's a big deal. And so you got to give so much credit to guys like Vasquez, Colin, Martinez stepping up along with Tegan Duffy. But Jackson Moore, boy, he has been impressive at quarterback here in this first half for the Irish. 2 touchdown tosses. He has a super long run as well. And oh, yeah, he also has an interception on defense, too. It's been a pretty darn good first half for the freshman Jackson Moore. And all these seniors, there's only 5 of them, I believe. Was it Colin, Vasquez, Karimi, Strauch, and Irvin? They win this one, they get to play another one. High school football so special. As I said it before in the pregame, me and my buddy Adam Gursky can go shoot baskets together. We can go even toss a baseball together, but there's nothing, I could throw a pitch to him, but there's nothing to simulate 11-man football after you get out of high school unless you're playing at the next level. And so all these youngsters, all these seniors want to get their next game, but don't make no mistake. Lake City, they got like 12 seniors. They want to win their last football game. Going to take a break. Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Thanks for tuning into the Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. We'll be back with a second half kickoff right after this. Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com. Visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant. Call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Imagine a home that reflects your style. With WW Construction, that dream will become a reality. As a trusted Mid-Michigan builder, WW Construction specializes in builds and remodels that turn ordinary spaces into extraordinary ones. Join the growing family of homeowners who trust WW Construction for quality and craftsmanship. Call WW Construction today at 989-621-2722 to make your dreams a reality. Start of the second half, the Irish lead it 28-14 over Lake City. They hang on to win. They are in the MHSA playoffs, their first year back at 11-man football. What an accomplishment that would be. But Lake City, they've got 12 seniors, as I said. They want to go out with a W in their last game. And so expect a fight from the team out there in the white, the red helmets, but the team in the all red, the white numbers, they're looking to get in the playoffs. Here comes an onside kick. It's going to be recovered. What a play coming up to get that one. Cruz Cotter. Cruz Cotter had the INT in the second quarter for the Irish, and that's a big-time underrated play right there. The initial guys on the front line for the Irish weren't ready for that, and I don't necessarily blame them. It was a really good call to come out with that onside kick in this situation from head coach Cortman. I really like it, but you had one guy out there who saw it happening. Cruz Cotter, what a play. 3 wide receivers for Jackson Moore, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side is Nico Vasquez. Lined up to the left of the quarterback is Tegan Duffy. They fake it to Karimi on the end around and go to Duffy. He's got big room up the middle, carries a tackler with him for a couple extra yards. It's going to be first down for the Irish as they move into Trojan territory. Great play there to start the first half. Tristan Silvers with essentially a touchdown-saving tackle there. And our Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game. I mean, it's going to be hard to beat the catch from Leland Martinez, going up over 2 defenders and absolutely mossing them. But Jackson Moore has also had a really long run as well, too, that was impressive. Really just love what I am seeing from the freshman quarterback out here from Sacred Heart Academy. Moore takes a shotgun snap. It's quarterback draw. He's going to be brought down immediately. Actually kind of got slung around. Nice job kind of going for an extra yard or 2. Logan Foltz got a hold of him, but as he slung him around, kind of used the elastic in the jersey to get sprung forward. Instead of a loss of 1, it's going to turn into a gain of 1. Now he's got to give credit to those quarterbacks. Kyler Smith last night running back and forth from the sideline, getting those plays. Jackson Moore doing the same thing. And you don't think about that extra run these quarterbacks have to do. Then they come out there and run the play as well. Man in motion is Kyvan Rose. They fake it to him. They go to Duffy. Now they fake it to Duffy, and they go to Karimi on the end around, trying to find some space out there. It's read by King. Excellent play. Getting to the far side of the field to bring down the ball carrier. It was Jeremiah King with that play all the way. If King's not there to bring down Karimi, there's nobody else on the far side of the field. Nice job by the senior defensive back staying on home on that one. This is a big play in this ball game right now. It's a 2-touchdown lead for the Irish, but they face a 3rd down and 6 at the Lake City 38. They've got 2 plays to pick up 6 yards. If you're Lake City, you've got to get the ball back here without the Irish putting any points on the board. Shotgun look for Jackson Moore. He's rolling to the right. He wants to throw the football. Now, no, he doesn't, Tuck. He throws. It's going to be complete by Nico Vasquez. A little tiptoe on the line at the 30. It'll be a 1st down for the Irish. Big time pickup there for Sacred Heart Academy. 9:50 left to go, 3rd quarter. The Irish lead at 28-14. They've now picked up 2 first downs on this drive as they have it at the Lake City 30-yard line. And the old Spockman math, never great, but I think this is play 5 or so coming up of the drive. Wide receiver here to the near side, it's Kyvan Rose. Tegan Duffy lined up in the backfield with the freshman quarterback, Jackson Moore. It's now a direct snap to Duffy. He fakes it. Now he wants to run it up the middle. Nowhere for him to go. Play was read up the middle by big number 76, DJ Kell. DJ Kell, just a freshman out there. You look at the size the young man has on him. He's going to be a load to deal with. We do have a player down now for Sacred Heart Academy. That's big Caleb Strock. You do not want to see that injury if you are the Irish. And we will take a commercial break here to hear from our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive. The Irish lead at 28-14, and they're driving here in the 3rd quarter. Back with more right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes. Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it on this Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Shotgun look for Jackson Moore. Tegan Duffy lined up to his right. 2nd down and 7 from the 26-yard line of Lake City. The Irish lead at 28-14 here in the 3rd. Run all the way for Jackson Moore. Nice job stowing things up in the middle. Robert Root in on the tackle for Lake City. 3rd down coming up here. Call it 3rd and 4. Jackson Moore headed to the sideline to get the play. Clock moving, 8:55 left to go in quarter number 3. The Irish lead at 28-14. It's 3rd down and 4. Just inside the Lake City 25-yard line. Said a lot here tonight to be 4-down territory here for the Irish. They come out with that 3 running back formation that's been successful. To the near side, it's Joey Andres. To the far side, it's Tegan Duffy. In the middle, it's Levi Lynch. Hand this one off to Andres. He's got to bounce it to the outside. Now he's got to cut it back. Excellent play defensively from Lake City. Bringing down the ball carrier was Brigham Blair. The sophomore making a big-time play there for Lake City. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4. If you're Lake City, this is kind of the ball game right here. If the Irish are going to get this 1st down, they're going to run off so much clock, it's going to be even tough for you as the clock continues to trickle. This play will be ran with under 8 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 28-14 the score. T formation behind Jackson Moore. Going to be a timeout coming from Sacred Heart Academy. I like the timeout in this situation from Coach Wheaton and the crew. We've got, the 8th play of the drive coming up. I believe they picked up a couple first downs, but now facing a 4th down. Do have a score update brought to you by Clark Modular Homes, Malley Construction, and Brad Malley Well Drilling. CMU victorious in their homecoming game versus UMass, one of the worst programs in the country. 38-13, they were victorious. Central Michigan now 5-3 on the year. And last night, it was the Oilers winning to move to 9-0. It was the Aggies winning to move to 9-0. The Yellow Jackets and the Pioneers both lost to fall to 6-3 on the year, but all four of those ultra locals will be in the playoffs next Friday or maybe Saturday, depending on how far teams have to come, how far they have to travel for those games. And it was the Shepherd Blue Jays falling late to Grayling to knock them out of the playoffs. It would have been really cool to have all 6 of our ultra locals in the playoffs this year. I was curious of the last time that happened. Now we've got Sacred Heart hoping that 5 of our 6 ultra-local playoff teams 5 of our 6 ultra-local football teams get into the playoffs, pardon me, and it's looking good so far. And the high school volleyball district's right around the corner as well. I have to figure out where exactly we're going to be for that, where they're going to follow the Mount Pleasant Oilers squad, Beale City, Sacred Heart, Clare, Mount Pleasant, Shepherd, or the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. Jackson Moore dropping back, looking to throw. He's got to throw it in a hurry. It's going to be caught by Karimi. He gets away from a defender inside the 20, brought down inside the 10. Mark Karimi with the 4th down catch and conversion. And Jackson Moore continues to throw darts in the backfield. The freshman quarterback is absolutely hot like a Blocko jacuzzi out there tonight, running the show for the Irish. Again, our Zaid Batchelder, baller of the game. Something crazy is going to happen for it not to be Jackson Moore. Some type of play that just absolutely jaw drops myself and Adam Gursky. But what a performance so far from Jackson Moore. A big 4th down throw there to make it 1st down and goal. Levi Lynch lined up in the middle. The other 2 running backs behind Jackson Moore. To the right, it's Joey Andres. To the left of Moore, it's Tegan Duffy. They fake it to Duffy. Now they go to Moore. He's going to be, they fake it to Duffy. Now they go to Andres. He's going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere for him to go. We've got play 10 of this drive coming up for the Irish. They started at their own 45-yard line. Picked up 3 first downs. Had a 4th down conversion. A big pitch and catch from Jackson Moore to Mark Karimi. But they're doing exactly what they want to. As I look over to Adam Gursky on the camera, he just points to his watch that I guess he's not wearing, but just tick, tick, tick as that clock continues to roll. If you're the Irish, you're just getting closer and closer and closer to a playoff berth. And really good news, it looks like Caleb Strauch is back out there on the offensive line for the Irish as well. Hand this one off to Levi Lynch. Nowhere for him to go. Defensive line ready for it that time. Bringing down the ball carrier was the junior Hunter Atkins from Lake City. 3rd down and goal now for the Irish. What, play 11 of the drive coming up. And again, your boy might be off by a play or 2. Now you're in the situation, though, if you're the Irish, do you think about the field goal here in this situation? Because going up by 17 points would put you up by 3 scores. Even if Lake City had 2 TDs and 2 two-point conversions, you would still hold that lead to be 31-30, if all that scenario played out. Shotgun look for Jackson Moore on 3rd and 9. What I've seen from the freshman, though, I'm expecting him to throw a touchdown here in this 3rd down situation. Under pressure, they're going to throw the screen. It's caught by Duffy. He's got to make a man miss. He gets by one guy, still falling forward down to the 3 or 2 yard line. For the Irish, though, that's going to take the field goal out of play. You're going to go for this now as you get it inside the 5 yard line. 4th down and goal for the Irish. They will have run 7 minutes off this 3rd quarter clock by the time they run this next play. And we do have maybe the kicking package coming into the game as I see Manny coming back out there. Coach Wheaton now kind of has this lined up as an extra point, now say. And so he knows how big of a deal it's going to be to take that 17-point lead to give yourself that 3-score lead. Manny out there for the kick. The senior Brody Collin out there for the hold. It's 28-14 Irish with the lead. Bit of a high snap, but the kick is up. It is good from Manny. 31-14, the Irish go ahead. And another thing to think about, Nate Seiler was also your kicker as well last year, made that super clutch kick to help beat Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy. You get the freshman Manny out there practicing the kick as well. That's a pretty big deal as the Irish go up 31-14. Lake City's going to take back over with 4:44 left to go in quarter number 3. Boy, the Irish just churned a lot of clock there like butter. 31-14 now the score, and the Irish look like they're in good shape to be back in the MHSAA Division 8 playoffs, their first year back in 11-man football. What a year. What a performance by the Irish. And again, the injuries they have had to overcome have been a huge deal as well. And the one big thing that did kind of happen last night as I'm going back and looking at my conversation with Brian Weifrich, with Petoskey beating Clare, last I looked, Mount Pleasant from the Snooze to You projections was scheduled to host Bay City Western in the first-round playoff matchup. If they end up getting sent south, that could end up being a Lowell or Coopersville, which Mount Pleasant would still be favored in that game, but it'd just be much more difficult than playing Western, a team he already beat this year, even though Western was a difficult matchup for Mount Pleasant with their physicality. Martin Ha is going to bring down the returner at the 40-yard line. Actually, credit to the returner continuing to just push the pile forward. Martin Ha stays on him the whole entire time. That was Tristan Silvers with the return there. Own 46-yard line is where Lake City's going to take over on this drive with 4:34 left to go in quarter number 3. As I look back at my drive chart, I mean, things started off good for Lake City. They had a drive that stalled out, but then their next 2 drives were a 2-play touchdown drive and a 1-play touchdown drive. Since then, it's been interception, punt, interception. We'll see how they do here on their first drive of the third quarter. As senior quarterback Robert Root lines up in the pistol. Behind him, the speedy running back Sean Fox. We already saw him go for a 61-yard touchdown this game. Sent a man in motion, King to the far side. They're going to pitch it that way with Fox. We've got a holding flag coming in. It's not going to matter, though. Leland Martinez is still going to bring down the ball carrier. Kind of absorbed the hold and then still brought down the ball carrier for no gain on the play. We'll see if Coach Wheaton and the crew wants to take the penalty here to back up Lake City. It'll be first down and 20 rather than a second down and 10. Martinez now coming out of the game. Martin Ha replacing him, but a nice play from the freshman Leland Martinez, and he surely has our Bills custom fabrication of the game, going up and mossing 2 Trojan defenders for the catch around the 5-yard line, and then heading into the end zone with a defender on his back as well. 4:27 left in the third quarter. The Irish lead at 31-14 as we come to you live from our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Gates Drilling and Service Halftime Report, the Woods Household Appliance pregame show. We're talking about the Weifrich Financials, Aid Batchelder, baller of the game, along with the Bills custom fabrication of the game throughout the night. And we'll kind of give those accolades officially away in our Bird All-American Grill postgame show. Throw here to the near side, out to the flat, trying to find the running back, Fox. It's going to be incomplete. Second down and 20 now coming up for the Trojans. Robert Root running to the sideline to get the play from Coach Cortman. Tegan Duffy, Jackson Moore, Kyvan Rose, and Mark Karimi in the defensive backfield for the Irish. At linebacker, you've got Joey Andres and Cruz Cotter along that defensive line. You've had a bunch of guys in and out, but right out there now, Walter McDonald, Levi Lynch, Martin Ha, Zach Simon as well. Handoff, trying to find some room on the far side. It's a great cutback, big-time running room for the ball carrier. He's going to be brought down very close to first down yardage. That's really the first time that we have seen Owen Vanderbrook, the sophomore, carry the football there. And after a run like that, you kind of wonder why that's the first time you've seen him carry the football. It's going to make a third down and short here for Lake City. Root's going to line up in that pistol formation. Now there's one wide receiver to the far side. Kind of a wing back and a tight end here to the near side. Hand it off here to the near side. Sophomore running back's got big room once again as Vanderbrook takes it for first down yardage. Moore and Andres in on the tackle, but it's first down and 10. for the Trojans at the 35-yard line of Sacred Heart Academy as they try and stay in this game. Handoff to Vanderbrook. He's going to find the outside once again. He's going to be brought down at the 25-yard line. Nice carry for Vanderbrook. One thing I wonder, maybe he's a fifth-quarter player, one of the sophomores who played actually last night in a JV game. We've got a timeout on the field right now. Coming from Sacred Heart Academy, think of your coach Wheaton. You're saying, you guys, we have control of this game right now. You let them get into the end zone, you're going to put life back into this team. And we saw early in this game what can happen if they've got some life. They've got big playability. 31-14 our score. We'll keep our broadcast right here. J&J Auto Collision Report, Blocko Pools and Spas, Konwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Kravitz, Mount Pleasant Automotive, Bryce Updegraff, Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. A big shout out to all the sponsors, along with our title sponsors like Brad Malley Well Drilling, Malley Construction, and Clark Modular Homes. Woods Household Appliance, our pregame show sponsor and our sponsor of the best seat in the house. And also Weefrich Financial, sponsor of the Zade Batchelder Baller of the Game. Bill's Custom Fab, Gates Drilling and Service, Barberry Law, and a Bird All-American Grill, sponsor of our postgame show. I cannot imagine what the Bird is like right now. Homecoming Saturday after a CMU 38-13 victory over UMass. My prayers going out to Ben Bridenstine and the crew working there tonight. Pistol formation look for Lake City. They want to run the counterplay to Fox now. It's going to work because he's got the outside edge. Fox is going to go to the end zone for a touchdown. They lined him up at tight end instead of in the backfield. Ran the counterplay. He got around the outside edge and took it into the end zone for a 23-yard touchdown run. Fox has now got a 61-yard touchdown run and a 23-yard touchdown run. But what's crazy is he's probably just about at 100 yards on the day because other than that, there has not been much for him. But it's now 31-20, and we haven't seen the Trojans try and kick an extra point yet. I don't think we are going to see that here. Pistol look, you can start to hear the Sacred crowd get a little loud as they know you win, you're in the MHSA playoffs. Run for Fox. He's not going to get there. Pardon me, that was Vanderbrook. Nice job by the defense that time. It's going to remain 31-20. Lake City's got to get a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and a field goal if they want a chance. The Irish, 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. They'll get it back, but their offense has been on fire. Back with more Irish football right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary. He can be yours too.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top-quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher Day or give them a call at 989-317-8582.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. I'm buddy Adam Gursky, main man on the camera, just pointed out a great point. You got onside it here, right? You have not been able to stop the Irish at all except for one lone interception. Here we go. They will try the onside once again. The Irish are ready for it. This time, three guys diving on the football. Coming up with it is the freshman Walter McDonald. The Irish will take over their own 45-yard line, own 44-yard line. They lead it 31-20. There's 3:17 left to go in the third quarter. The Irish win. They're in the MHSA playoffs. Selection show is tomorrow. As soon as that's over, we'll break down where everybody's going to be, who everybody is playing in those playoffs. Shotgun look for the freshman, Jackson Moore. He has been unbelievable at quarterback tonight for Sacred Heart Academy. It'll be a direct snap to Tegan Duffy. He's got room up the middle across the 50. Cuts it back. Now got one man to beat. King's going to bring him down at the 36-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle out there from Mr. Jeremiah King, but what a run and what a cutback from Duffy. He might have had 5-6 yards at Ben. He planted that right foot into the ground, turned towards the far side of the field, and picked up a bunch of extra yards. We're now under 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, 31-20. Sacred Heart Academy with the lead over Lake City. First down and 10 for the Irish at the Lake City 35-yard line. Moore in the shotgun. Lined up next to him is Tegan Duffy. Spent a couple direct snaps to Duffy. They fake it to him. Now looking to run the end around with Nico Vasquez. Tries to get the outside edge. He's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. Solid pickup there on first down for the Irish. And another thing, he goes down in bounds, which is going to start to be a factor as this game continues to go on. It's an 11-point lead for the Irish. There's 2:20 left to go into third quarter. It's going to be second down and 4 for Sacred Heart Academy at the Irish 29-yard line. Freshman Jackson Moore trots back in with the play. 2:10 left to go. Third quarter. Leland Martinez lined up at tight end here to the near side. Behind him, kind of an up-back position, is going to be Nico Vasquez. To the left of him, kind of another up-back position lined up behind the right guard is Joey Andres. In the shotgun is Jackson Moore. Lined up next to his left is Tegan Duffy. It's a direct snap to Duffy. Run all the way here to the near side. He's got to cut it in just outside the numbers. He's going to be brought down very close to first down yardage, but it will be third down coming up for Sacred Heart Academy. So the fourth play of the drive coming up. 1:33 left to go, third quarter. The Irish lead at 31-20. They win. They join the Oilers, Pioneers, Aggies, and Yellow Jackets in the MHSA playoffs, and very well could have a next week matchup with their rival Beale City Aggies. Aggies would be big favorites in that game, but you think about how young this Irish team would be. Just be great for them to get that playoff experience. Shotgun look for Jackson Moore. Takes the snap. It's going to be a fake handoff. Now it's a run all the way for Jackson Moore. He's brought down inside the 20, but he's got first down yardage. And I really like what I saw from Jackson Moore. After the fake handoff, he kind of did this spin that if you were trying to tackle him, you would think after that spin, well, that guy doesn't have the football anymore. Then he turns it upfield for a solid game. But as I say that, we've got some laundry on the field. And it will be a hold going against Sacred Heart Academy. So that will negate the first down. It'll remain third down, but it's now going to be third down and 11 instead of third down and 1. And so if you're Lake City, is that the penalty that kind of keeps you in the game here? And what do you do now if you're Sacred Heart if you don't pick this up on third down and 11? Clock starts to wind once again. That is the one positive thing for the Irish. Kind of get to run some more clock here after the penalty, essentially. Wide receiver to the far side is going to be Kyvan Rose. To the near side, Vasquez in the slot. Lined up wide is Karimi. In the backfield with Jackson Moore is Tegan Duffy. It's going to be a throw for Moore. He's rolling to the near side. Now he's going to pull it down and run it. He takes it out inside the about to the 32-yard line. It will bring up fourth down, but a nice job by Jackson Moore. There was no open wide receivers downfield, and so he said, you know what? I can cut this in half for fourth down. That's essentially what he does. It's going to bring up fourth down and 7, maybe a long 6 here for the Irish. The coach is having a conversation on the sideline as they get ready to send the play in to Nico Vasquez. 31 seconds left to go, third quarter. The freshman, or pardon me, I said Vasquez, the freshman Moore coming in with the play. In the slot to the near side is the aforementioned Nico Vasquez. Fourth down here for the Irish. Dropping back, looking to throw is Moore. Looks like a very similar play. They throw it over the middle. It's going to be knocked away. It's going to be a turnover on downs to keep Lake City in this game just barely. Lake City just refuses to go away here against Sacred Heart Academy as the Irish try and lock up a playoff spot. Lake City, I'll remind you again, there is 12 seniors that this is their last game. They don't want to go out with a loss. They want to go out with a W. And now they're down by 11 here in the third quarter. 26 seconds left to go. Coach Cortman and the Trojans feel like if you get a big play here, You don't have to score, at the end of this next 26 seconds. But if you're able to score and put some pressure back on that young Irish football team, oh boy, could be some big news. And if you're Petersburg Summerfield, you are watching this game with bated breath, as if the Irish get knocked off, you stay in the MHSA playoffs. Run all the way to the far side for Sean Fox. He's got nowhere to go. Maybe some extracurricular activity out there, but I don't see any flags coming in. They're trying to run up to the line to run another play here before the end of the third quarter. It's 2nd down and 9. They'll be able to do so. They hand it off to Sean Fox. He's going to pour it out to the 38, 39-yard line. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 for Lake City when we come back. But the Irish trying to hold on to move to the MHSA playoffs. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7, and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Clark Modular Homes in Mount Pleasant are a one-stop shop from the buy, the build, and beyond with their fantastic service department. Stop in to see their selection and purchase options today on Pickard Road or visit them online at modularhomesbyclark.com. Clark Modular Homes, supporting Mid-Michigan youth in and out of the classroom. (31-20) here, the Irish with the lead as we start the fourth quarter. Still scoreless, Michigan and Michigan State early in that one. The Irish hang on here for the final 12 minutes. They'll be headed to the MHSA 11-man D8 playoffs for the first time in, since the last time they were in it. It would have been 8-9 years ago. 3rd down and 4 coming up for Lake City. They're going to go for it if they don't get it here. But if you're Lake City, they don't have to score in a hurry, but they're going to have to score on this drive to really put the pressure on Sacred Heart. Sean Fox pours ahead towards the first down right here in front of my vantage point. It's very, very close. It is going to be 4th down, but maybe a half a yard or so. So the Irish, you get the stop right here. You should be able to run enough clock with that 2-possession lead where you're going to feel really good. But if you are Lake City, you have to get this here. It's a run all the way for the quarterback. He's got first down yardage, and back in at quarterback is Eli Ciccelli. Seems like when they want to run this full house pistol-type formation here, they're going to go with Ciccelli, but other than that, it's been Root at quarterback. It will be a first down. Ciccelli heading back up to the line in a hurry. 11-17 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Nowhere for Fox to go on that carry. He's going to be brought down for no gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long for Lake City. 31-20, the Irish with the lead. 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Checking back in is Zach Simon replacing Brendan Irvin. Those substitutions tonight, those replacement parts brought to you by our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Here comes the 2nd down and 10 play. Pistol look, full house, I'm going to call it once again. Now they want to throw. There's a man wide open. It's caught at the 40. Karimi chases him down at the 20, carries him down to the 10-yard line, but it's a big-time pitch and catch out there. It's Logan Foltz with the catch in the long run, and the Trojans are in business inside the Irish red zone, ready to put the pressure on this Irish offense if they can get into the end zone here. 31-20 the score, but right now the Trojans are on the march. Man in motion, tight formation for Ciccelli and Fox in the backfield. Ciccelli wants to run to the far side. He's got to dance in. Now he dances back out. Levi Lynch giving chase. He brings him down from behind. Ciccelli with a nice carry, but a big-time hustle play from Levi Lynch, possibly saving the touchdown there. Again, the more time you take off the clock, the better for the Irish with that 11-point lead. It's 2nd down and 5 from the 12-yard line for Lake City. as they really look to put the pressure on the Irish. If the Irish win, they are in the playoffs. I've said it a bunch. I'll keep saying it. Hand off to Fox up the middle. The ball is loose. The ball is loose. The Irish got it, waiting to see the exact signal. First down, Irish. They get the turnover. It looks like there is a player down. It looks like there's a player down, but they just might be holding on to the football for dear life. Yep, there is a player down for the Irish, but the Irish do recover the fumble, so they will take over at the 5-yard line. What a play from Sacred Heart Academy defensively to get the big stop, forcing the turnover. It looks like on the far side of the field, it's Nico Vasquez, a little hitch in his giddy-up, but that play was so far away from my vantage point to try and really see who forced that fumble. We will find out when we put together the highlights, but it's going to be a fumble to end the drive and maybe end the hopes of the season if you're Lake City, as the Irish take over at their own 5-yard line. We've got 9:51 left to go in our ball game. If you're the Irish, you get 4 or 5 first downs here. Even if you don't score, you will run enough time off the clock to where Lake City will not have an opportunity to score. You're going to go T formation with the 3 running backs in the backfield behind the quarterback, Jackson Moore, as he goes under center. They're going to look to throw out of the end zone. Dangerous. Moore flips it. It's going to be incomplete to Levi Lynch. They were going to throw it out of the end zone with Jackson Moore ready for it. With the blitz was Lake City. All over the quarterback was Brigham Blair. Moore did a good job using his speed to stay on his feet. He had to get away from Blair just a little bit to be able to throw that football, and it still ended up being a very dangerous throw. 31-20 is the score. I started to think you were in good shape, but now maybe it's a little bit of a danger zone. But again, good thing to think about with that field goal, how big that is. The Trojans somehow got a safety here. You're still up by 2 possessions if you're the Irish. T formation look once again behind Jackson Moore as the freshman quarterback goes under center. Hands this one off up the middle. Decent running room for the ball carrier. I believe that's Levi Lynch on the carry. That was Levi Lynch with the carry there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 or 3 here. This is a big play on the ball game right here. If you're Lake City and you can force a 4th down, the Irish will have to punt the football away. But if you're Irish, you pick up this 1st down with the clock on your side and that 2-possession lead, you can just start to dream of those MHSAA playoffs. Not quite a nail in the coffin brought to you by Barry Funeral Home, but getting close if they can pick up a 1st down here. And if up the middle, it will be 1st down yardage for the Irish. Levi Lynch on the carry that time as well. So the Irish will pick up that tough 1st down to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. That carry takes it out to the 19-yard line. 8:55 left in the ball game. The Irish lead Lake City 31-20. Jackson Moore trots back in with the play. Chris Bachman on the mic, Adam Gursky on the camera. Our Barbary Law Studios built by Konowinski Construction at Mount Pleasant Community Memorial Field here tonight. It'll be a 4 wide receiver set for Jackson Moore, lined up in the shotgun with Tegan Duffy. They send a man in motion. They fake it to the motion man. Handoff up the middle, nowhere for the ball carrier to go. You can tell Lake City knows this is do or die time on this possession as they bury Tegan Duffy in the backfield. 5th play of the drive coming up for the Irish. They took over at their own 5 with 9:51 left to go in the ball game. They've already done a good job running time off the clock and picking up a 1st down, but they just got to get another couple 1st downs here to kind of put this one out of reach time-wise. Second down and 12. It remains Jackson Moore, Tegan Duffy in the backfield. 3 wide receivers here to the near side. They hand it off to Duffy. He's got some room up the middle, out to the 23-yard line. I'm going to call it. Score update brought to you by Malley Construction, Brad Malley Well Drilling, and Clark Modular Homes. Michigan up 3-0 now, early against Michigan State. And the one thing you love if you're the Irish, the clock just continues to move. 7:05 left to go as Jackson Moore comes sprinting back in with the play from head coach Josh Wheaton. Nico Vasquez, Mark Karimi lined up at wide receiver to the far side. To the near side lined up at wide receiver, it's Joey Andres. Wouldn't be surprised to see him run this way with Andres kind of as a lead blocker at his wide receiver position. As I say that, they roll out the opposite way with Jackson Moore. They want to throw. It's tipped in the air. Almost intercepted by Lake City, but it will fall harmlessly to the ground. Incomplete with 6:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. And it's now a punting situation here for the Irish as it's 4th down and 6. Back deep to receive the kick is going to be Tristan Silvers. This Lake City team just refuses to go away. Seems like any time the Irish have a chance to put the old nail in the coffin, brought to you by Barry Funeral Home, the Trojans just don't let it happen. Back deep to punt this one away is Brody Collin. Back deep to receive the kick is Tristan Silvers. Silvers has been dangerous when he's been in the open field. See if he can get a big kick return here for Lake City and get them some momentum back on their side. It's a bit of a high snap. Collins not going to get off a good punt. Went off the side of his foot. Does take a nice Irish roll there. It was kind of funny to get the "oh" sound from the crowd here. But it's a punt. That is where Lake City will take back over. Our score remains 31-20. You could say the Irish dodging a bullet or two late here in this one, as Lake City's had some opportunities. Maybe could have came up with that interception moments ago, had that fumble as they were heading near the goal line, but the Irish got the lead. 31-20, 6:34 left to go in the ball game. Lake City will take over at the Sacred Heart Academy 43-yard line. If you're Lake City, you don't necessarily have to score in a hurry, but it feels like they do. It really feels like they need to score quickly here to put that pressure on Sacred Heart Academy. Jeremiah King goes in motion. He gets the handoff. Now we're looking to run the reverse. It's red all the way. Tegan Duffy giving chase, but using his speed is Silvers. He's into the open field. He might go all the way. He's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. What a big-time run for the Trojans on the reverse to pick up the first down and get deep into Irish territory once again. He's actually going to be pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Good hustle by the Irish, who were initially beaten on the play. Get back there and have that touchdown-saving tackle. 6:22 left in the fourth quarter. The Trojans just refuse to go away. You would not guess that this is a 1-7 team with no playoff hopes out there. Jeremiah King goes in motion to the near side. They're going to pitch it that way. It's a run all the way for Fox as he looks to get the outside edge. Haas slings him down. No, he stays on his feet. Then he's going to be brought down by Leland Martinez and Joey Andres. Martin Ha had a hold of him. Looked like he was going to sling him down, but wonderful balance out there from the running back, Sean Fox, to stay on his feet. He didn't really get a whole lot of extra yardage. Clock continues to run. We're now halfway through quarter number 4. 2nd down and 9. Only a gain of a yard there. Root fakes the handoff. He wants to throw, rolling out to the far side. Andres gives chase. He can't bring him down. But then there's Cruz Cotter coming in to clean up the play. Let's give credit to Cotter and Andres there for the tackle for loss, or maybe quarterback sack there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 now for Lake City. We've got 5:30 left to go in our ball game. Lake City's got to get, well, they could kick a field goal here, I guess, but we have not seen any type of kicking game from Lake City whatsoever in this one. They fake the jet sweep, wanting to throw his Root. He's now got the jet sweeper on the wheel route. Falling down before the end zone is Jeremiah King, but I think it'll be 1st down yardage. It'll now be 1st down and goal for Lake City. But again, how much time will you now have to run off the clock because you didn't get into the end zone there? That could be a factor. It's Root in the pistol. Lined up behind him is the tailback, Sean Fox. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lake City. The Trojans refuse to go away. It's now 31-26. Sacred Heart Academy with the lead. But oh boy, does it, well, I was going to say this 2-point conversion becomes a big deal, but actually not so much, because the Trojans aren't going to have a field goal kicking game if they're able to, somehow get this 2-point conversion. So the 2-point conversion is just going to be kind of all for naught, as they're going to be going for the touchdown regardless of what happens after this. It's 31-26 Irish. There's 5:06 left to go in the ball game. If the Irish hang on to win, they are in the MHSA playoffs. 2-point conversion here, not as big a deal as I was thinking it would be. As I said, you're going to have the Trojans going for a touchdown, but they are in to make it 31-28. Watch out. Here come the Trojans, putting a whole lot of pressure on this very young Irish offense to come out here and try and close out the game. 31-28, 5:01 left in the fourth quarter. The Irish will get it back when we come back on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. The Irish win, they're in. I've probably said it 100 times this evening, maybe more, but it's a big deal. You win, you get in. These 5 seniors want to continue their career. I'm talking about Mr. Brendan Irvin, Caleb Strauch, Nico Vasquez, Mark Karimi, and Brody Collin. But you got 12 seniors for Lake City who now say we could end our football careers with a huge comeback victory. It's 31-28. Irish with the lead. They led it 31-14 with 4:44 left to go in the third quarter. Here comes the onside kick. It's fumbled by the Irish. Lake City picks it up with 4:58 left to go. I don't see any exact signal, but it will be Lake City football. Oh, boy, I talked about the pressure being on the offense of the Irish, but now the pressure right back on the Irish defense as Lake City takes over. 4:58 left to go, and they have a chance to take the lead. They've got it at their own 48-yard line. Holy drama did this game just change. Back in at quarterback is Eli Ciccelli. See if they come out in that formation with kind of 2 guards as fullbacks. They do. The deep back is Sean Fox. 31-28, 4:58 left to go. The Irish trying to hang on to win to get into the MHSAA playoffs. Nowhere for the ball carrier to go. Leland Martinez, Levi Lynch in on the tackle there for the Irish. Maybe a little extracurricular activity out there some of the Irish fans wanted to flag. They won't get one. The clock continues to roll. The Trojans do have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. 4:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. 31-28, the Irish with the lead. Again, they led it 31-14 with 4:44 left to go in the third quarter. 14 unanswered points coming from the Trojans. It's a run all the way for Ciccelli to the far side. Trying to find that space. He's going to be brought down. Great tackle on the far side of the field by Joey Andres. That tackle will also keep the clock moving. And this is where, if you're Lake City, you wish you had some type of kicking game. Because what happens if you end up with 4th and 15 at the 15 or at the 16 or something like that? I'll joke. 3rd down and 8. The Irish know they got 2 plays here to come up big on defense to try and turn it back to the offense. Lined up in the shotgun is Ciccelli. Or call it the pistol. He pitches it to Fox to the near side. Andres trying to get out there to make the tackle. We've got a flag holding penalty coming in. And so it's either going to be 4th down and 7 or 3rd down and 18. Tough decision here if you're Coach Wheaton, because they're going to go for it on 4th down. What do? Do you give them 2 opportunities to get 17, 18 yards? Or do you give them the 1 opportunity to try and get 7 yards? This is a tough call here for Coach Wheaton. But I think in general, you accept penalties most of the time, and so they will back them up. No, it was going to be decline. 4th down coming up. 3:37 left to go. I've said it a few times, this isn't the ball game, but it's pretty darn close right here. Clock starts to roll as the play gets set. Couple substitutions coming in and out for Sacred Heart Academy. Those are brought to you by our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive, who have all the substitutions, replacement parts for your vehicle. Coming in very late with the play is the quarterback, Root, as they switch things from Root to Cicelli. Going to see Lake City go to the air here. They might have to call a timeout. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get the play off. Waiting to see the Black Cats start to count things down. He does. They'll just get the play off. Root wants to throw. Screen pass wide open. Is Fox the only guy out there? Is Andres. He gets away from him. First down yardage for Lake City on the tailback screen. Great call there from Coach Cortman. I'll say it again. Lake City just refuses to go away in this one. There's 2:55 left to go, and the drama continues to build. The Irish lead at 31-28. Lake City now in Irish territory. Still have all 3 timeouts remaining. First down and 10 at the 42 of the Irish. Pistol formation for Robert Root. He's rolling to his right. He wants to throw. He flips it up. It's going to be complete to Fox. Not much of a gain there, and that will run some clock now if you are Lake City as well. 2:33. Tick, tick, tick. Still all 3 timeouts remain for the Lake City Trojans. Remaining at quarterback is the senior Robert Root. Lined up in the backfield with him is the senior tailback Sean Fox. Tristan Silvers goes in motion. They want to throw it that way to the far side. It's going to be complete. He's brought down by Kyvan Rose right away. Nice open field tackle from Kyvan Rose as he brought down the speedy junior Tristan Silvers. Timeout. Nope. Clock continues to move. Still no timeout coming from Lake City. We are now under 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Waiting for the play to come in from Lake City. Caleb Strauch heading out of the game. Coming in to replace him at the very last second is Zach Simon. Clock continues to roll. Now we finally have a timeout coming from Lake City. They could have taken that timeout with about 2 minutes left to go in the game. Instead, it occurs with 1:39 left to go in our ball game. We got our our Bird All-American Grill post-game show coming up where we'll talk about that Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game, and we might finally have something here in these final couple minutes that could trump the big-time catch from Leland Martinez as the freshman scored to put the Irish up. Going back to see when that touchdown actually occurred. That was to tie the game at 14. It was Jackson Moore connecting with Vasquez for the touchdown, and then a Duffy TD that put them up 28-14 going into half. Then they had a nice drive, took a ton of time off of the third quarter, kicked a field goal with 4:44 left to go in the third to make it 31-14. Since then, it's been a touchdown drive for Lake City, a turnover on downs for Sacred Heart, a fumble from Lake City, a punt from the Irish, then a touchdown from Lake City, then they recover the onside kick. 3rd down and 6 from the Irish 37. 2 timeouts left for Lake City. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Lake City has not shown a kicking game tonight. This game is not going to overtime. Somebody's going to win it here. Throw's going to be out of the quarterback's hands. It's a fumble. It's a fumble, waiting to see who's going to get it out of the scrum. Still no whistles. The clock continues to roll. They will now stop the play, waiting to see who's got the football. It will stay Lake City football, but a monster loss on the play. Recovering that fumble is Tyler Davis, giving Lake City one more opportunity, but that was 3rd down. It's now 4th down and a mile. If you're Lake City, you still got 2 timeouts. You got to use one here. It's 4th down and 20. It does not look like they're going to use a timeout. This is the ball game right here. 4th and 20 for Lake City. They trail 31-28 with the ball near midfield. Robert Root drops back. He wants to throw. He's under pressure. He gets away. He flings it downfield. It's a jump ball. It's caught, but out of bounds. Incomplete. The Irish will take over after the turnover on downs with just 59 seconds left to go. And with only 2 timeouts left for the Trojans, that should do it right there. The Irish, actually, I don't even want to say it yet, but it appears that they just may, hang on by the hair of their chin to come out of here with a victory. 31-28 the score. Jackson Moore heads back out there offensively. And again, with those 2 timeouts, I think all you got to do is take a knee here because you got 4 plays, 2 timeouts. And that ain't going to do it if you are Lake City. Got our Bird All-American Grill post-game show coming up to put a bow on this one and our regular season coverage as we head into the MHSAA playoffs that will feature 5 of our 6 ultra-local teams. It's going to be an I formation look. They will hand it off. We will see a quick timeout coming from Lake City as they want to do everything they can. Let's see here. Timeout. They could get the ball back, but there'd only be about 7 or 8 seconds left as I do my Spockman math, which is always a bit off. Again, you take off another second or 2 with this next play. You call another timeout. And the Irish should be able to run off most of the clock here. Still waiting, don't want to give you anything official because my math is, as you always hear me make fun of myself, ain't the best. Need to start getting some help from Jen Bukovich out there as well and to stick up for myself. When you got the drive chart going, start having some penalty flags flying out there, it can be tough to stay up to date on that exact number of plays. Last night, the Oilers bested Ypsilanti Community to move to 9-0 on the year. Beale City bested Ithaca to move to 9-0 on the year. Mount Pleasant's number 2 in playoff points in D3. Only DeWitt ranked ahead of them. Beale City ranked number 5 in playoff points in Division 8. Both teams should be looking at 2 or 3 home playoff games. But will Beale City's home playoff game next week be against this Irish team? I think so, if they're able to hang on to a victory here. We'll find out everything tomorrow with the MHSAA selection show that'll be available on the NFHS network. Even if you don't have a membership, if you just log in, you will be able to watch that action tomorrow, that MHSAA selection show, talking about who and where all of our local teams will be playing. Here comes a run from Levi Lynch. He's got the first down. Oh, that'll do it. I don't even know if we'll see Lake City call another timeout now after that. They will stop the clock as they move the chains and waiting to see if Coach wants to take the timeout or not. I don't think he will. There will be no timeout. They will rewind the clock. The Irish, 31-28, hang on just barely to beat Lake City. They will have to snap it one more time with Walt McDonald. And actually you got a freshman center, freshman quarterback, freshman wide receiver, tight end that caught a touchdown for you. This is a very, very young Irish squad heading to the MHSAA playoffs, their first year back in 11-man football. Big congratulations to Coach Wheaton and the crew. What an accomplishment. It'll be a big test for them next week, but it's the type of test you want your kids to have when they're playing high school sports. Our final, Sacred Heart Academy 31, Lake City 28. Back with our Bird All-American Girl postgame show right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like Flexsteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Blackhole Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blackhole Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams. Welcome on into our Bird All-American Grill postgame show as we put a wrap on our regular season high school football coverage. Next week, oh boy, we'll be back with more coverage as Sacred Heart Academy maybe takes on Beale City. That is the matchup I am hoping for. But 5 of our 6 Ultra Locals will be in the playoffs. The Oilers, Pioneers, the Aggies, the Yellow Jackets, and the Irish are all in the MHSAA playoffs. A big, big congratulations to all the coaches and the playoffs. And big shout to Shepherd for a great bounce-back year, going 5-4 in that really, really tough Jackpine Conference. Accolades for tonight: Weber Brothers Sawmill, Timber of the Game. Levi Lynch, kind of a tie out there with Joey Andres, but then that line was really strong up front with Strouk, McDonald, Simon, Irvin, Hovey. They were all fantastic out there. But our Zaid bet on the play of the game, obviously going to Mr. Leland Martinez for the Moss catch over a couple defenders. What a play that was from the freshman. But our Zaid Batchelor baller of the game, brought to you by our friends Brian Weifrich and the crew at Weifrich Financial. Mr. Jackson Moore, the freshman quarterback, was legit tonight. Give credit to Lake City for fighting back in the second half. But Jackson Moore, 2 touchdown passes in the first half. Also had an interception in the first half. Just a great job running the show. Did not look like a freshman quarterback out there, and I think that's about as big a compliment as you can give to any freshman quarterback playing quarterback, because it's not an easy thing to do. The Irish are winner, 31-28. 5 of our 6 Ultra Locals are in the playoffs, and 2 of them are probably matching up next week. I will let you know the whole rundown of everything tomorrow evening on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network Facebook page and Instagram page. And next Friday or Saturday, hopefully Friday and Saturday, we've got some high school playoff football for you. But the Irish are winner, 31-28. They are back in the MHSA playoffs, their first year back in 11-man football. Congratulations to Coach Wheaton and the Irish. Our Zaid Batchelor, their baller of the game, Jackson Moore. Chris Bachman signing off till high school volleyball, high school football.